How you doing, Wudjau? Can you hear me? I wonder, can you hear me yet?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, oh, I can hear you now. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, you definitely microwaved that. So
No,
I'm here
no. We gonna
set it
work.
straight.
We gonna work on that right now. But I told you I'm not gonna argue against you. I'm not gonna
No,
argue
I know.
against you. I'm gonna let you do your
Right.
thing. Okay, go. Come on.
No,
And then
I'm not gonna do a thing. I'm just letting you know that you microwaved it, and plus everything you went over is really old news and stuff that we dealt with.
everybody don't watch your show. See,
No, I know.
that's the problem.
No, that's not really a problem. I'm just letting you know because like when people say things that like Neb introduced something, that's not true.
Oh, don't take no offense to me giving Neb some props.
No, listen, I'm not taking offense. I'm just saying what it is. Like are we gonna keep it a buck as people say, as you say, or or do we want to just shuck and jive a bit?
I want to keep it a buck.
Right. So I'm just saying, no, giving people praise and props is cool, but at least let it be accurate, though. I mean, at least let's do that.
See, so you have more. No. So far, you've spoken about who brought some shit out first.
Yeah,
you notice that was your chief contention when you. But when a person wants to speak, they normally speak about their chief contention first.
My chief contention is that you microwave and butcher everything you were saying.
You did say that first.
That was my chief contention.
You did say that first.
We could play the tape back.
You said no. I gave you that
second.
I gave you your props. You said that first.
Okay, so let's just be clear and keep it a buck. So
how you doing, Wudjau? How you doing, Smash? How y'all brothers doing?
What's going on? No, so I'm just bringing up things from memory because you have a long video. So I'm just spitting it out in no particular order. But if you want to hold me to an order, then my first contention is that the use of the word Kim for the people that you showed in the 6th dynasty, such as Pepi-Ankh, and Hepi and all that, and Sobek Hotep Kim, is not referring to their racial connotation or skin color. It's a title. And so it's something that we discussed before, and I don't mind discussing it again. But the book that you showed, Blackman's book, we could walk through the whole thing and read what they were saying. There's some other books that have more recent scholarship on it, but they're written in French, and a lot of people don't really know about it or mess with those particular books. But we went over those as well, where it is.
Let me ask you. Let him finish, please.
Title anyway, though.
What is the title, Wudjau?
The Black.
No, but when you said it's a title,
The Black.
And the title is The Black.
Right. What
does everybody hear this?
I gotta wait real quick, but is that not when you say black people? That's really a title, though, right? Because it ain't no race of black people. Wouldn't that be a title, though? You get my point, right?
No. What I'm saying is that it's a title of a station. Okay, so here's the thing. Earlier you said, and I heard you say this, that here's the thing. If the denotation of the use of black was because they were black people or their skin, they were trying to convey the message that they're a black man, then what you said earlier, none of them are depicted being black, when they could have done it very, very easily, and they did do it for people who they did want to reference the look or how they were depicted.
That's a very good point. But I'll go ahead.
So, but wait. So you mentioned reddish brown, but you went the other way with it. But the fact that they're not painted black works against the argument. It contradicts the argument that the use of the word Kim in their title, at the end of their title, is denoting skin color, as if it means what we think it means today.
The scholars seem to think it expands the semantic range of what black is. When we, in the book that I just put forth, and I could pull it up further, they noted that since they did not use the black color, why calling themselves, whether you want to call it a title black or whatever, they called themselves black. But
how do you know that?
Because I know how to read Nsw.t.
I know, but so
Can I interject?
so 1 second.
Yes, just 1 moment. Yes, come in.
All right. So
got a gut one going. Got a gut one.
Oh, okay. So
is that?
Yes, that's shotgun de good Kemet. We bring it back to old school OGs.
Oh my, yeah.
Hold on. We got a very good show right now. So let Wudjau finish digging.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We got a good
so
one.
my question to you. Okay. So my question to you is that you say you read the glyphs, right? And so you see the glyph for the bilateral Km. How do you know that means black in that context? Go.
Because I've looked over plenty primary accounts. First of all, we don't have any accounts where any scholar agrees or would corroborate completion or even a title or anything other than simply the black. And so I use my resources. I just got through looking through a text corpus, which corroborates every one of my findings. I also looked through the preliminary scholarship, as well as using my own knowledge of meta-nature, grammar, word placement, and what have you. And even, I think that you saying it as a title doesn't necessarily conflict with anything I said about them being black, because again, what does the title black mean? It mean that you black, right?
No.
What does the title black mean?
Wait. When you say you black, you mean black?
Those
like
people
a black person
who placed a title,
Wait. I'm asking you. Are you saying when you say using the title black, does it mean you're black? What do you mean by it means you're black? Like a black person?
It's black, yo. James P. Allen said
Yeah,
that in his book.
let's let you get in, good brother, and then we'll let other people speak on it. How are you doing this evening?
Thanks, Hotep Wudjau, Hotep Smash Rockwell, Hotep Ankh. I hope
What's
you're doing
good?
well, brothers. And well, I just wanted to say we have depictions of people from Kemet as black. You know, there's plenty. I've been filming in many museums around. I don't want to say around the world, but in many different countries, and we do have artifacts where they are clearly depicted as black, painted as black. We also have, of course, dark brown and sometimes, you know, lighter brown, but we do have depictions of them as black. And indeed, James P. Allen's book, Egyptian, he translated as Henenit the Black. So the black, you know, in the English language, we know what it is. It has nothing to do with real, has nothing to do with title whatsoever. And we have also other scholars, like we have seen, Smash Rockwell showed us, the translation is the black. So I don't even understand why we are arguing that.
I don't know why either.
Right, so,
well, just 1 second before you respond. We never let Ankh get in, Wudjau, but we can have the perfect build. We all got good decorum here.
Yeah. My point is, to hell with the damn peanut gallery. I want to say that they be trying to start that foolery. So I'm gonna just say what my stance is. It's been the same stance from day one. When we dealing with biological organisms, right? I do not like to interject race into it, because race is the very premise that caused people of color to be enslaved. They enslaved them based off of that, and it started in Egyptology. So for my conversation, I always say that the Nile Valley Africans are fucking Africans, excuse the language, and Africans come in all colors. And I think that's what you actually presented today, Smash. So me and you was on the same page. So I think we all really on the same page. Now, y'all got some real technical things to discuss, and I'm going to sit back with the damn popcorn.
Well, we're gonna
shout out to Shaka. What's up, man? From France. What's good, man? Never met a natural scholar. Original Ankh-Ra squad all the way back in the day. Yeah, people don't know that. Yeah, we got the crew. This is a good one, man. Yeah,
hold on. Hey, yes, bring in Brother James one time, and then we back to Wudjau, because I know he ready to beat us up. So let's let Brother James.
No. I mean, I don't really have no. This is just a beautiful day, right? Because I'm like, man, I've been waiting for this day. Because I don't understand why it seems like we're reluctant to say who the people are. And what my contention is with Wudjau, and it's not really a big thing, is that the fight doesn't start right here with us. This fight starts from Diop. So it seems like when you start to learn the language, I'm looking for stuff like what Brother Jonathan is doing, is digging in deeper from what we know the race scientists had did and trying to find out the truth. But it seems like he's like reluctant to try to go and dig in and try to let us know, hey, if these was our people or not. So that's my only thing is I'm out the way. Because I know you guys read the language, this is what I want to see what you two guys or what people who read the language have to say about this topic. So I'm just gonna mute my mic and chill.
Yeah, we're gonna let Wudjau do his thing. His last question he asked me was, how does I know it says Kemet in that position? And I don't think that was a very strong question, but we're gonna let him go right ahead and continue.
No, that wasn't my question. My question was, how do you know that the use of Kim means black in terms of connoting that they're a black person as you understand it to be? That was my question.
Hold on, let me in, Smash. I'm getting off my phone.
And not a title for a profession that was used in the 6th dynasty that fell off, where you find nobody else using that term.
Oh, that's way worse explanation. That's a way worse explanation. You trying to tell me the word black was the title of a position that fell off in the 6th dynasty?
Okay,
all right,
show
let's
me a
let
person
Brother
after
Ankh
that.
go.
Show me a person after that that used that term.
Let me in. Hold on, man. Let me in.
Oh, okay.
I know y'all here.
I thought it was my turn.
No, let me in. I'm trying to get off the cell phone, holding like a maniac. I want to get on my computer with my source. Let me in, Smash.
What you mean let you? Oh, you talking about? I'm sorry. Share the screen. Hold on.
No.
Yeah, I thought you were saying the same thing. Multiple participants can share their screen. Go right ahead.
I'm not trying to share screen, man.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
Man, I come in on a different link. Jesus Christ, y'all so damn smart.
Where you at? Where you at?
That's what I was trying to get.
Oh, Bobby Banger and Now Valley Hebrew. Hold on. So look, you're welcome in here in Now Valley Hebrew, and I'm glad you came back. We're gonna let Bobby Banger do his thing. Let's just before you go into your discourse, let's let he not here yet. So fuck it.
I'm here. That is Bobby Banger. God damn, I'm shutting up for a minute.
No, you in here, ain't you? We got you.
Yeah, you got me now. Here we go. Right here. All right. I got my sources for anybody to get out of line. I'm there.
I knew Wudjau was going to be here to beat me up, so I'm kind of ready, though. I anticipated him.
I just want to answer to the question. So like, have you ruled out that the fact that during that time, well, first of all, you said it was by you saying it was a bad doesn't make it so.
All right.
So let's start over. All right, let's start all over, right? So, number one, all the people, and it's a few of them in a very narrow window of ancient Egypt's history that used the term Kim after their name, and it wasn't even their birth name. That's why you see it in the Nsw.t. It's associated with the king. Pepi is associated with Pepi because he was living during Pepi the First, and you got Pepi the Second. These are all 6th dynasty folks in that tomb in the town called Kis, right? So did you rule out that these people were or could possibly be associated with a certain profession that allotted them to use that title, Kim, for that?
Yes, I definitely ruled that out. I ruled that out.
Okay, how did you?
When I looked through the tombs, they have all of the royal titles listed, and Kim is not one of them. I can show you each and every one of them, all of their royal titles listed. Over 30 for some of these people. Yet Kim, because we know that ain't no goddamn position that was happening in the 6th dynasty, and you will never, ever be able to pull up a source on that. Period.
Okay, so you ruled it out because you saw the titles that the person has, such as Iry-Ra and Imi this and Imi that. Right?
I ruled it out. Well, just so to be clear, I ruled it out because what you are interpolating or what you are conjecturing is they had a chance to do that, meaning they listed all of their titles. Yet you're conjecturing that Kim was one of their titles that they didn't list under their tutelary. That is what.
Okay, so all right, so All right, so let's slow it down some more. A titulary is a title that includes a name. Are you with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then, okay, right. Let's clean that up. Well, then, Kim is listed in their name as tutelary, and their emirs or their statuses are separate from that. That's just to clean that up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up, because now you got to, scrap what you were saying before. So let's start over.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Wait. Everything stands.
Wait. Now that you have that understanding, again, you said that you ruled it out because it's not listed as their titles.
Exactly.
The word titulary is the word title.
No, that's you trying to get semantic. We have a list of titles.
All right, let's do this. Pull up a dictionary, man. But
we don't need a dictionary because it's written in Medu Neter. It's written in Medu Neter. I can show you. This is what I'm saying. A dictionary won't help you out of this one. You could do that in some instances, but here we have a list of titles written into a tomb, and Kim is not one of them. So regardless of whether tutelary includes a title in a name or not, the term Kim is not included in their list of titles.
Okay, you're saying that it's not listed as a list of titles, as if the list of titles had a special demarcated block in the tomb and said, here are the titles.
It did, blood. We just went over that, and I'm about to show you again. Let me show you. You read the glyphs.
That's why I said pull it up.
Yeah, bro, come on, man. You know I wouldn't hop on here.
This is what I want to try to ask Wudjau. Why are you trying to minimalize it just as a small little section in the 6th dynasty? You see what you're doing there? Like
no.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. But let me listen.
Okay, no. That's a fair question, but your question is assuming that I'm minimalizing it when I'm not. I'm describing the facts on the ground. There, you don't find that usage after that point in time. Okay, so I'm not minimalizing it. I'm just telling you that's what it is. Just like, for example, if I tell you that Kemet wasn't called Kemet until the 11th dynasty, am I minimalizing something, or am I just stating the reality? So all I'm saying is that the use of the word Kim after the names was not used after that point in time. So that's not.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, why do you
wait? Do you understand? I'm not minimizing.
Okay. Let's say I get you. But why would they stop using it? Or why do you think they stopped using it? Like, why did they just throw it to the discarded like that?
Okay, so first I need everybody to come to that realization that it's not used after that.
But we're coming to that realization, but that's very insignificant. We're not talking about it being used throughout.
No. I'm only answering James Pan-African's question. I'm not trying to make this a big thing. So
I feel you. I thought you was. My bad. I thought you was talking about. I got you. I feel you.
Okay, I'm not rating my arguments, so I don't want y'all to do that to me. I'm answering.
No, I got you.
Brother's question. As it came up.
But by the way, on the screen, here go the part of the tomb with all the titles. By the way.
Okay. So show
I can't see
show the one you show the one.
Yeah. Kim isn't there because it's not a title. That's what my point is.
No, I'm saying, but you gotta show it inside the Zoom. That's all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I couldn't see it.
Only YouTube people could see it, huh?
And it's a big delay.
But before Smash Rockwell pulls it up, now Wudjau, can we agree that as James P. Allen translated, Helen the Black indeed means black as we understand it today?
No.
Can we agree on that?
No, I don't agree on that.
So James P. Allen was wrong then?
Possibly so.
All right.
Because James P. Allen doesn't say it means black man in a sense of it being black man.
He wrote Helen the Black.
As the black, yeah.
Yes, but
you don't know what the black means.
THE space BLACK, the black.
Yeah.
But he doesn't explain or expound the fact that it means the black man, as in the man was black.
He doesn't have to, because we understand what it means by the black. If it was a title, he would have mentioned it.
Okay, but let's just agree that he didn't do that though. Can we agree with that?
He
We can
didn't
agree
need
with
to.
that, but he said the black.
Okay.
That's clear.
Okay.
Clear as day.
So I'm not of the habit of putting words or things in that's not there. So you can do that, but that's why I said I don't agree.
Well,
And it's
we all
okay.
speak English,
well-
and we all know what the black means.
Not
Yeah,
only that,
This is
Yeah,
what's
we-
crazy.
We
This is why we
definitely
confuse people that
we
can't
definitely
read the
speak
language. It's
English.
because
No, we're
y'all,
not confused. Come on, man. We good. Keep it living. We're not confused.
look
Yeah,
at this.
I
Look
mean,
at this screenshot,
It's
y'all.
not.
This is not James P. Allen. This is the thesaurus lingua Egypti, and they went further the length than James P. Allen and put black man in there. So
Yeah, you don't find the word man there. You don't. Find the
but
word
you
man
don't.
there.
But I'm telling you
translation.
that these.
That's
Go ahead.
Google
You go
doing
ahead.
that for
How the
you.
floor. Google didn't do that actually. Thesaurus
Nah,
lingua
Google-
Egypti did that. They have their.
No, when
Okay.
you hit translate into English, Google did that for you.
So let's.
'Cause
If
you're not
want,
reading the German.
if you want to pop the German in there, we can do that. It won't make no difference. What they want us to relay on their website is black man. Schwartz sing, not Schwartz.
Okay, where's the word man?
I thought it was sing. Shit, let's see. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about in the glyphs. Where's the word man? Or did they add that?
Oh no. Again, like they were saying, like we were saying, J.P. Allen just translated to black, but here's another source on the same attestation that says black man.
Yeah, but
So
my question is where is man in the
there's not a man
glyph?
there, but he is
Okay,
a man.
As long as we
He is a man.
Yeah,
So
true.
you want us to leave it at the black, or should we just put what they're talking
No,
about?
I'm saying if we're gonna appeal, or not even appeal, but defer to sources or to authorities, scholars, then James P. Allen said the black, right?
No one says the job like you're saying. You're the only one. You won't ever, like I said, you can't ever pull a source
I didn't
that
say it
Kim
said
was a
job.
job position in the 6th dynasty. So you really on some pseudo shit if you want to keep it real. Pull a source on that. I got sources in your face that say he was a black man. Pull one source in the whole wide world that say Kim was a job position in the 6th dynasty.
Okay, so then you want me to pull a source that says that Kim is a job?
Ain't that what you said it
Right.
was?
Him as
Occupation?
title or
A
position.
title, whatever.
Yeah, I said it's part of his title.
If
That's
you
a
pull
title.
that source,
but I don't want to go too far off. Like you were saying that you pulled up something else, and I don't know if I see it
yeah,
can't
it
see
says,
it
in the chat.
in YouTube. I mean,
Oh. I didn't share my screen. Hold on, my bad.
no, I'm
and
saying you had something up, and then now you switched it to
That's right
this
here.
based on what Shaka was saying, and then what James was saying. So
Oh, I got
don't know
you.
how the conversation is gonna go, but you had something up. You were showing me. I'm still back at titulary
this right here.
titles. and
Okay.
titles.
Which don't make no difference because now you about to really get that argument thrown out the window. Because look, his titulary, if you want to be specific, is down here, meaning his name with the title in it, as you so suppose that Kim is a title. But his positions are up here. Imi, him, Nater, the overseer of the priest. And so we don't have every time down here, we got his name with Kim, but the position, his overseer position changes at each time on the top register. So to propose that this is some type of job, all of his jobs are listed right here. Every one, about 40 of them. And none of them is being a Kim.
Okay, are you aware of the difference between status positions and then jobs, professions, and how the Egyptians separated the two?
Yes.
So, okay, so because you're aware of that, then you showing what you were calling earlier titles are job positions. And so what I was saying that it's a title, and I said it earlier,
No.
and that's when somebody asked that.
We could be
What does
confused.
it
I
mean?
hear what you're saying. I can't throw that all the way out, but that would require us having a bit more of a conversation on what a Imi-Er is, because this says more Imi-Er right here, overseer of the priest. You're saying that's not a title, that's a job position. What? If you're in that job or industry, your position is your title. You're the overseer of the priest. And so I can't necessarily throw out what you just said like it was bad, but you got to feel that too. Your title is your position. If I'm a manager at a rap label, that's my title and my position. If he's the overseer of the priest, that's both for him.
So the answer was no to my first question. I asked you, do you understand the difference between status and then job position? And so you have for example, you have people who are Iry-Maat among the status of the social status of elite. But yet they'll hold different job positions. Imi-Ra, overseer of this, the unique one to the king, and all these different titles that we could run down.
I feel you. I see what you're saying, but you'd have to demonstrate that to me, not say it. You'd have to demonstrate Iry-Maat or a working dignitary or whatever being on a separate line. Like that's what you're saying. You got a source with Iry-Maat at the bottom and then Imi-Er at the top, showing that these are two separate things. I would call that, I think you made that up. And if you ain't got no source, I asked you for two sources so far. You ain't showed a source that said that Kim was a job during the 6th dynasty.
Well, and your question is wrong, because that's why I'm stuck right here, educating you on the fact that there's a difference between status and a job position.
I don't think anybody in the crowd thinks you're educating me on that. They can hear just clearly, and everyone knows the difference between a status. A job has never been to be a pot. That is a dignitary in Medu Neter. I want you to show a source where those things are distinguished. You probably couldn't pull one.
I'm not. For you to address, you don't think anybody who's watching think I'm educating you. I'm talking to you. So, I mean, if
I know you're not educating me. I know that because you're wrong.
But I just asked you the question. Okay, first you said titulary and titles are different.
Why are you trying to hold on that? We got past that already, and you lost that point.
No. What? How?
Because here are his jobs here. So whether I wanted to call his job positions the wrong term, the fact remains that his jobs are stated separate from him being a Kim. Now, you think I'm one with a little knowledge to know that a pot would never be used in this instance, a dignitary or a
Okay, so
pot.
how do you know that Kim means black? Back to my very first question.
Why are you going back to that one while I'm beating you up on this one?
No, I mean, you're not beating me up. I mean, you're definitely not beating me up.
All right, well, I'm saying you're not necessarily making any points. You're not necessarily making any points or showing any sources like I am. Show a source where Kim is a title. Show a source on that.
Do you have the source,
saying
Joe?
it. You don't.
Do you have the source?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
It looks like he doesn't.
Okay. So, but here's the thing. So, how do you know?
So yeah, you don't. You're gonna keep asking how I know stuff. I want to know how you know. You the one with no sources.
Nah, listen. I got sources for days, and you're not gonna convince if we're gonna do the performing appeal to the
no,
chat
just
or
pull
audience.
out the source.
Wait. Everybody and their mother knows that I got sources.
But you ain't got a source on this, because I got you. Magi Archer. I asked you where'd you want me to hit you. And I'm hitting you there. You don't have this source. I asked, where do you want to be hit? Okay, and you're being hit there.
I'm asking you.
If you're not hit there, then pull up a source where Kim is a job position. You won't do that. Or whatever you said it was. Don't try to get semantic. People can hear.
I'm not. I mean, if you want to do the Eminem and say don't do this and don't do that, I asked you a question in the beginning. I asked you, how do you know that Kim used their KM, the biliteral glyph that's
everybody know I answered that question, Wudjau.
Oh, hey, one sec, everybody. One sec. Come on, man. It's customary. It's not fair for you to show a source and you not show a source.
He don't got one.
Hold on for a minute. At least explain to us why you feel as though you don't need a source. You know, maybe we just wrong in asking for it at this point, or maybe it's something we're not understanding. I'll be the first to admit that. But show a goddamn source. He asked for 2 of them, and you went on to another. Like, just say, yo, it's the reason why you're not showing the source, and I'm good with that too, though.
Okay, I tell you what. In the same book that you're showing.
No, go ahead, bro.
Okay, in the same book that you're showing on the screen, Smash, read what those scholars or those authors discussed about that title, about that word. Let's do. Once you do that,
now you giving me homework. You got to pull your own sources. I'm not about to go read to discredit me. You do that. Pull up the book. I'll share the link right here in the chat. Look. Yeah, because nah, I do this. I'm a debater. You do some work. I'll go look up some more links while you looking for a source that you don't got. Don't make me waste my time looking for a source that you need. Hold on.
No, what I'm saying is that earlier you went over these pictures, right? Mm-hmm. I'm saying what you did not do is read what the author.
No, they really agree with me. I didn't read it. You're right, but they agree with me. But I'm gonna give it to you so you can do it. Because while you doing that, I could be looking up other stuff to support my argument. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? Like, I don't want to get boxed in.
Okay, that it means black man?
No, that it means the black.
Well, I already said that black. I said in the chat that the black is an acceptable translation.
But you said it wasn't talking about their skin and stuff.
Right, it wasn't. So how do you know that?
So what was it talking about?
Wait. You agree with me?
Peace to the power.
And even in the book that you're showing on the screen, the authors point out the fact that none of these people are painted black.
Hold on, I'm about to put a chat for you. All right, but I think you tried to run up on the Magi today.
I already have the book.
I think that's all that happened was you made a mistake and tried to run up on the Magi. Something got you on your high horse thinking that you know more than everybody, and I'm proving right now that ain't necessarily the case. You won't show a source, so you aren't armed with information. I'm armed with information, and I'm showing you the source, and plus I'm explaining it to everybody.
No,
you're trying to falsify my statements with no source material. That's cold-blooded. At least pull up a source that say Kim don't mean the black.
Okay, let's back up because somehow you're not getting it. I said that the black is an acceptable translation. You're saying, you're taking it further and saying it's talking about his skin color, right? Am I right or wrong? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you 100% right on that.
Okay, so my question to you is not falsifying the statement. I'm saying, how did you come to that conclusion? That's what my questions were directed towards. And I said, did you rule out this? Did you rule out that? You said yes. You said yes and whatnot. But you're showing picture with the Kim. And anybody who can read the glyphs will know it, can look that up. The I-6 glyph, either charcoal or crocodile foot or whatever, and see it's a bilateral Kim. Go in the dictionary, whatever dictionary, and see a whole bunch of words that have that transliteration of a K and M. Anybody can do that. My question was, how do you know that it's talking about describing the person's appearance?
All right,
that's what I'm
gonna tell you.
How did you do that?
All right, so can you hear me? Can you hear me? So primarily, I'm using word order, right, as one thing. Again, the people who propose that Kim could mean anything other than a descriptive here must don't know Egyptian grammar word order, correct? Because what do we place at the end? Wudjau. What's the ancient Egyptian word order?
It varies. You got nonverbal sentences. You got
but you being disingenuous for saying that.
You asked me the question. Wait, hold on. Don't listen. All right, don't do this though.
All right, well, if I Google it, are they going to respond the way you're responding?
Don't ask me a question, then I answer it.
Is it verb, subject, object, adjective? Yes or no?
Understand it. Say it again.
Is it verb, subject, object, adjective?
No.
What is it?
Those who study the grammar knows that. Now, like I said, you have non-verbal sentences. There's no verb at all.
Oh, so you're telling me ancient Egyptian word order ain't verb, subject, object, adjective?
If it's a verbal
if it is. So yes, if means yes, right? On some instances.
No. If doesn't mean yes, brother.
Yes, it does. If means yes on some instances.
You you making that up?
If it's a conditional yes. What do you mean?
No, if it's a condition.
Can I ask a question, please?
No, not yet. Hold on 1 second, Shaka. I'm saying because I don't want to. No,
yeah, we're gonna let you get in, Shaka.
I don't want to run too fast and just do a whole bunch of words. Sound like we saying something when we're not. So if it's that doesn't mean yes, and no, the Egyptian sentence structure is not VSO as people believe.
Okay,
I always
cool.
talk about that.
As people believe, or as
study the grammar, you would know that.
Does Egyptian grammar teach this, or not? Yes or no?
Does the Egyptian grammar teach what?
What is the verb? If you open up Gardner's book right now, what are they going to say the word order is? Verb, subject, object, verb?
It depends on the sentence.
Oh my God, you being so wiggly, y'all. Y'all see how Ujahu doing? He won't give us a yes or a no for nothing.
Can I ask a question?
Hey, wait. Let's hear from my eye. We heard from you, Ujahu. Let's hear from my eye.
Wait.
All you going to do is wiggle, blood.
I know, but wait. Okay, I understand it's your channel and you want to talk like the most.
No, I want to hear my eye. I want to hear my eye, actually. That's what I said.
Yeah, because you
asked me a question. Wait, you asked me a question. Let me just at least answer that, and then I'll pass the mic.
It's all right.
I promise you. So listen, the Egyptian language is not a VSO as people believe. VSO is only for verbal sentences that include verbs. There are adjectival sentences, there are adverbial sentences, and there are non-verbal sentences. So verbal sentences only 1/4 of how the language works. So anybody saying that the language is a VSO or whatever is pseudo as all outdoors. So I never say that. So the answer is no. I answered it no first, but you skipped over that. So you could pull up the grammar book, pull up James P. Allen, you had it up earlier.
He gonna say what I said exactly.
Pull up any grammar, Gardner or Allen, and they will tell you. So I'm not going to show that on the screen or show a source, but I'm telling you.
Dude, if I do one quick Google, I'm going to say what I say. You're trying to talk about something beyond the elementary understanding of ancient Egyptian language. Regardless, we have to do, listen, let me speak now. Regardless, we're not even dealing with verbs here. And so you really just being hella fake. We're dealing with an object and an adjective.
Wait, hold up.
We're dealing with an object because
you brought up.
Let me say something. Let me show you. Let me just say, you're not letting me say it. It is because you know what words we're dealing with here are not verbs. So why you bring up verbs? Because I told you the complete word order. I did not bring up verbs. I said verb, subject, object, adjective, telling you the complete word order. But what are we dealing with here? An object and an adjective.
Okay, but let me just see, this is where it's different. Now you're gonna say, I'm gonna assume you're gonna say I'm not educating you, but adjectival sentences begin with the adjective first. Did you know that?
But this is not even
the adjective come first.
First of all, this is not.
Wait,
I thought we said.
Did you know that?
Did you just say this was a title or not, or is it an adjectival sentence? Yes or no?
You know that?
I can ask you a question. Did you say this was a title or an adjectival sentence? You see how people switching shit up?
No, I'm not.
So now is it an adjective?
You brought up.
So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to say that there's some things that you know about grammar I don't know, or are you trying to say that this don't mean black? See?
No, can I please ask you?
Let me talk. We heard from you, Ujahu.
No, all right.
We heard. Let us hear from my eye. Let us hear from my eye.
Wait, we could come back to this, but I wrote down what you. Yeah, we'll put a pin.
Man, you know I'm not gonna mute you, but let us hear from my eye.
No, that's what I said. I'm gonna pass it, but I don't want you to forget where we were when it comes back around to me.
It's on video, blood.
No, I'm saying for the conversation.
So can I go ahead with my question?
Please, we've been waiting to hear from you.
Yeah, one dagger, fellas. No, Wudjau, I just want to ask you, how do you translate Kemet?
It depends in this instance, or Kemet period.
Just Kemet period in general. How do you translate that name, the name of the country?
Oh, as riparian zone, riparian land. Because now you're talking about the country. So you see how I had to ask you that to get the context. So to answer your question, Kemet, wait. The place name Kemet means riparian zone, a place that has access to water. That's how I translate it.
So the Kem in Kemet, what does it mean?
It has to do with wetness, access to water.
Where did you get that? Where do you get that from?
I get that from the breakdown of the glyphs. You have the water channel glyph.
No,
and the top
we don't have the water canal for in Kemet. We have the
yes,
piece
you
of
do.
charcoal.
No. I'm saying in the word Kemet, when you see
Mhm.
the word spelled out as a place name, you see the Nsw.t symbol
Mhm.
for an area, and you also
Mhm.
see a water channel as well.
No,
He said
no,
no.
we have the what they call the piece of charcoal, which might be a crocodile skin, like Cheikh argued, and then the loaf of bread, and then we have the newt, but we don't have the water canal with it.
And we have the owl, and we also have instances
Well, sometimes
where
we
you
do
find
have the phonetic complement of the owl, indeed, but the chem, what does it mean?
I already told you what it meant.
Well, where did you get that from? Which dictionary?
Good question.
Come on, Wudjau. This is Nile Valley Hebrew. Don't do that to me, Wudjau.
Come on now, Valley. Don't do that, man. Don't say
Wudjau
that.
will speak up, man. I don't like this, man.
Yeah,
No, don't do
because
Nile Valley. We don't need your commentary like
Nile
that.
Valley don't like to see.
We definitely don't need this style. Now,
Hold on. Nile Valley don't like Ujahu getting them hands put on. That's all. He's trying to help him out.
No, listen,
I'm trying to help, man.
No,
fight
listen.
back. Fight, man. Fight.
Oh, man, you doing it wrong. Come on now, Valley. Yo, they ain't the
We just having fun. We just having fun, You know
just
what
having
it is.
fun.
Bobby Bag
What's
is
up to
crazy.
my
Ujahu know what it is. We do this every 5 years.
That's my
Oh,
baby,
listen.
Wudjau.
Huh?
This
I
my
feel like
every
the fly on the
5-year
wall.
moment. Do not mess
love
with
y'all
my every
brothers,
5-year
man.
moment.
I love
This
y'all,
my-
brother.
Come on, let's
And you know, man, y'all learning. We people in the chat learning. They
Well,
learning good.
Ma'at asked Ujahu another question for a source. This is his third ask for a source where he went silent.
Asar's the source on that.
Silence of the lambs, bro.
I noticed that.
All right,
Asar's
so
the source on that. Where's
No.
Asar at?
no. Listen,
Ain't,
You asked
ain't
me
Asar
what
the
to-
source on that though? Let me get the book. I got the book. Y'all wrote. I'm gonna get the book.
This like some Ankh-Ra squad shit right here, though.
That's how I shit.
All
And
we
I'm
need
gonna get
is
the
the
book.
source
I'm
at.
gonna get
Y'all-
the book again.
Look, Jahu, you used to have Asar helping you right now. I got my aunt helping me, so we done flip the tables right now. You feel me? You used to
Hey,
have
Wudjau, I'm on your side though, yo. I just can't read that
I'm
shit.
on
No,
the
listen,
side
listen,
too. I'm on the
listen.
side
Hey, look,
too.
this like watching Jackie Chan and Jet Li, two of your greatest teachers, your masters, just throw ideas back and forth at each other. You just catch whatever's in there. Like, oh, that makes sense. Grab that, put that in your sack, and keep going.
If Asar show up, he better be on my side. I'm telling you right now, Asar, don't even do it.
Yeah, we
I was on here last night
We
with
need a
Wudjau.
saw in the building, like right now.
listen.
Wudjau,
right, if I may.
go ahead, Wudjau.
Come on, Ujahu, it's
May.
on you. It's on you.
Okay, if I may, we did a book on it, and I unfortunately I'll have to leave and come back to actually share anything. I just tried to share. That's why I went silent. I thought that I could share, but I can't share. I got to leave and come back. I don't know why that is. I'll leave and come back. But we wrote a whole book on it. The place name on the top of them Kemet, and what it means and how it breaks down. Km.t and how and when it started being used and what it was used for prior to. So
I
in the
understand that.
dictionary,
That's
in
an
the dictionary,
interpretation
Yeah.
of the meaning of kemet. But the glyph chem, if you can show me a dictionary that translates this as, I can't remember if you say water, which you mentioned water, I'll be glad to see it, but I don't think that exists.
No. I didn't say the word Kim. That means water. You asked about the place name. Am I correct?
No, what?
Yeah.
No.
The
First,
country,
I asked
right?
about the place name. Then I asked the chem. What does the chem mean?
It depends on how it's used or where it's used at.
Well, in the word kemet, what does chem stand for?
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought you meant. So I'm saying the Kim in the word Kemet has a connotation dealing with water, wetness. Moisture.
What does it
And once
mean,
again,
though?
which dictionary do you get that from?
You don't get it in dictionary because the dictionary will define it as Egypt or the Black Land, right?
Well, so it would define Kemet as Egypt or the Black Land, but not Chem. So it sounds like it's your interpretation there. But the things that most Egyptologists in the world, the PhDs, the specialists, they would translate Kemet as the Black Land. Most people who are enthusiasts, they like to translate it as the land of the Black. Personally, I like to translate it as the Black, which shows that in all three cases, or let's say the two cases, Chem stands for Black. So when you're asking Smash Rockwell, how does he know that Chem stands for Black? To me, it appears that one of the main translation or main meaning of Chem is Black. So when he says Henenit Chem, then it means Henenit the Black, and he's talking about the color. And we all know, of course, that the Egyptologists, they love to say, okay, Kemet means the black land because, you know, the fertile soil, you know, and when there's an inundation with the water. So basically, no matter what they are talking about, they're talking about the color black.
Hey, can I ask something about Cam? When was the earliest subscription to the common people in reference to themselves as this categorization and putting themselves in that, and then using euphemisms and bywords and, you know what I'm saying, to identify themselves? Can I ask, what was the earlier attestation to that? Can we find a document or anything like that? Not agreeing or disagreeing with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted, for the brothers that was talking about Kim, go ahead. Anybody can ask.
Well, before I answer, I'm gonna leave and come back, but I wanted to tell Shaka that that the word Kemet is translated commonly in two ways. Either the black land, and like as you said, some people go further and say the land of the blacks, referring to black people. And you don't hold to that doctrine, you hold to the black land aspect. Black.
Literally, indeed, yes, the black. Personally, I translate it as the black, literally.
Okay, right. So I'm saying you're not of the crew that deals with the black people. So, Nsw.t, how do you translate that?
Desert.
No, that's just word swap. I'm saying, what does it mean? Nsw.t.
Well, that's my answer, desert. The dictionaries will give you desert, and I go by the dictionaries.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what does it mean? Like Nsw.t.
We know what a desert means. I don't know why you're trying that game.
Hot.
Man, that's what
just
I'm
like
saying.
hot, or Wudjau.
Listen,
I'm glad I take y'all classes, man. I'm glad I take y'all classes. You and Smash, I take both. I'm just glad because I'm never.
All right, let me ask you a different way.
Crazy.
Let me ask you a different way. Because we can pull up dictionaries and do the dictionary thing all day long and see what and do word match, right? So Nsw.t is gonna say desert, right? From Desher means red, though, right? You agree with that? The word Desher?
I think it can mean red indeed, but we haven't come to closure with Kem. So all the Egyptologists in the world, when they translate Kemet as the black land, they are wrong using the word black. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you because I'm dealing with.
You're avoiding that now.
No, I'm not. I already answered your question at the beginning. Okay, you wait. You asked me.
So if all the Egyptologists in the world translate Kem as black, why would Henenit Kem doesn't mean Henenit the black in terms of the color?
I think I need to turn my mic up or something because I'm being asked a question and I give a direct answer. I'm gonna have to switch up then. I'm gonna have to not give a direction first and then fluffle a little bit and then answer later. I specifically said what I feel it means. You say it means the black. I say it doesn't mean that. So now we're past that and we're discussing how you come to that reasoning. So I'm just asking you questions. I never had a dialogue with you to figure out, okay, how you feel about, like, how you come to these conclusions. So I'm asking you a question, not to avoid anything at all. Like I said, we wrote a book on this. The
book is an interpretation about the meaning of Kemet,
just like yours.
No,
is yours not an interpretation?
No, because it's a consensus of Egyptology. The majority of scholars of PhDs, that's how they translate Kem.
So now we're appealing to authority. So now we're appealing to authority.
They are the experts. We have to go by what the experts go. You know, this appealing to authority is like a cop out. It's like a shortcut. You know. And I've heard you guys saying it for many years, and we have to stop at some point. They are the expert.
Don't include me in you guys. Don't include me.
I heard you saying you're one of the guys who mentioned it the most. I mean, come on, those guys did the study. They reached the highest academic level. They are PhDs. They are the specialists. They are the experts. So if the majority of Egyptologists translate Kemet as the black land or the black soul, we have black, and that's the color.
Wait. So let me just get that. Wait 1 second now, Val. 1 second. I got it.
Now, Val, you doing that?
Cultural appropriation. That's all.
I'll be back, yo. I'll be back.
Go ahead.
I can't
jump in on your other mic.
No, I gotta leave and come back.
You gotta come back in. Yeah, you gotta come back in.
But Shaka, I want to be clear with you, Shaka. Hold on. I want to just be clear because this is my first time interacting with you, right? So, are you saying that people who attain a degree of PhD, who you consider experts and everything, that they're absolutely right?
that's the consensus, and I will say that they are right. Now, I don't see why you and Asar Hotel
Okay,
would
wait, I
be
don't-
right, but all the
No, I
Egyptologists in
don't-
the world will be wrong.
No,
That doesn't make
I
sense
don't-
to me.
I don't want to
Beautiful.
gloss over that. I don't want to gloss over that so fast. I just want to know. So you say because they have a PhD, and you consider them an expert, that they're right. So I just want that understanding.
And that goes with any academic field,
Yeah, I
whether
agree
it's
with the
medicine,
Okay.
whether it's science,
that-
biology. That's the
Okay.
way we work as human beings.
Yeah, like
nah.
100
that's
outweighs
academia.
2. That's what
Okay.
he's saying. Like 100
Okay.
outweighs 2.
Or
So
otherwise, we might as
Okay.
well say Walter Williams was right.
All right,
You know,
so-
all the PhDs are wrong. You know, they don't know the method of nature, but Walter
no.
Williams says he hasn't been discovered. You know,
No,
I could make this analogy.
don't do-
Hey,
no,
Smash
don't do that.
Rockwell. That's like saying Leo
do that.
Corral right.
Man, you doing that
300?
shit on purpose now, Val. You
Nah,
gotta
listen.
be, yo. You gotta
Okay,
be,
but
yo.
Shaka, I don't want you to think that I'm saying
Shut up,
that
You gotta be doing
PhD
that
people
on
that have
purpose.
people that have PhDs and everything should be diminished or anything whatsoever. What I'm saying is that you have to put in the work and do the work, check the work. And I'm gonna give you a for instance, and I'm gonna leave and come right back. There's a language
All
filer
right.
called Afro-Asiatic. Everybody and their mother quotes and use that language filer like water. Afro-Asiatic. And
it was once
there's a quote unquote consensus among a lot of scholarship and writings and stuff like that Afro-Asiatic is actually a language family when it's absolutely not. And it's not until you actually dig in and do the work itself that you come to find this out. So appealing to authority is different than deferring to authority. And so you never hear me bring that up or appeal to authority, because there's a difference. So all I want to know from you is, just because somebody is a PhD, you say that they're absolutely correct. And if that's the case, then I really don't have any conversation for you, because if I say something that disagrees with who you feel is an expert authority, you're not going to believe me anyway.
But I just want to clarify. I'm not talking about one PhD. I'm talking about the majority of Egyptologists in the world. That's what I'm talking about.
The majority of people use Afro-Asiatic. So we're on the same page.
That's a language family. That's not the language. The language we're dealing with is the Medu nature.
No.
So you love escape routes. You love to do that, brother. And it's very simple, because once again, you have the right to have interpretations and hypotheses, but they translate Kemet as the black land. So we have black, and it deals with a color. So when we have Henenit the black, then it means Henenit the black as the color. That's clear as day.
Okay. So I don't believe you, but I'll be back. I don't want to be rude while you were talking.
I can live with that. I'll be back. I can live with that.
Wait, hey, Wu, I want to say something. I want to ask you something real quick before you ran out.
Now, because then just remember your
I'm
thought.
not asking you a question. I'm making a point here, and I need you to hear this point. That
But I'm
does
coming
not,
right back. I'm not going long.
Okay, well, go ahead. Does
I
not
need to reset.
Egyptology agree that the word Kemet is not talking about black people, but just the black land? And that's for
that's right.
Shaka
I'll be back.
and all
That's
that.
right.
All right.
That's right.
What you
Hey,
saying?
somebody post a link to get back in here real quick in the chat.
I think it means what both of y'all are saying.
To answer your question, indeed, the Egyptologists will say that he's talking about the soil, the color of the soil, and so on. But that's not what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned about the meaning of black. It's still translated as black.
Sorry,
and this is a color. So once again, when we have Henenit Kem, it says Henenit the black, and we don't have man after black, but the language don't work the same back then. Like, for example, many people know we will say Sa F. Mary F. Sa F means his son, and then we have beloved of his, or his beloved. So they literally say his son, his beloved. In English, we say his beloved son. So nobody will say, oh, no. It doesn't say his beloved son, so you cannot say it means his beloved son. So when we have Henenit Kem, it definitely means Henenit the black. Even if you don't have the word for man, they don't even put the word for man. They just say Henenit the black. You understand what I'm saying? So J.S.P. Allen, in his translation, he is indeed correct. It means black as color, as we understand in English. We cannot, play around that. We should not. It's a waste of time.
Hey, can you go, and then after you, I want to say something. Go ahead,
No, I'm gonna let you. You're just gonna do it anyway. Just go ahead. Can't hear your phone going out.
Yeah, hell
I gotta respect. I gotta respect protocol. If I'm asking you,
go on and speak, bro.
Let it speak, bro. Come on, you good?
Yeah. No, Smash don't know what's up with me. The Nile Valley Hebrew Unc, though. It's different. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's all
my
good.
big dog, so yeah. But really, like, Smash was getting at something and he stopped getting at it. Like, you got fed, you must be a Gemini. Like, I'm a Gemini. Like, sometimes I either stay on one side or if I cross over, it's hard to stop me. You know what I'm saying? So you was going at something and then you had a point that was driving it. And I'm like, keep going. That's why I tried to bust in. Well, what about this, Wudjau? And you had it and you just left it alone and fell back from it. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. When you was telling Wudjau about present the evidence in the contrary. You get what I'm saying?
He's super searching right now.
Contrary.
That boy done hooked up about 3 computers. He didn't pay for an extra Google search. You know, hold on, let me give y'all some camera because we gotta keep it comedy. That's look. That's like I'm gonna just tell y'all in all humility, he is one of my teachers. So I'm not saying it like that. Like I got brothers who I turn to when I don't know certain glyphs. Ujahu is one of them. Nevertheless, I see nothing pushing me off my perch. As a matter of fact, motherfuckers don't got no sources. I mean, again, ain't that all we do, Ankh-Ra squad? You can't even come out talking about better than everybody. Okay, you know better than some people, but now you're dealing with the squad, people at least on a level to understand what you're talking about. Stop coming with all these other arguments, side arguments. No, we talking about what black mean though. Answer that directly. What Kim mean? If I go in this thesaurus linguist Egypti, what is it gonna say? Black, to be black. So, hey, it be what it be, but I'm gonna ask somebody how you feel, Unc.
And another thing,
I'm saying for me, you don't gotta see the word man, because you say the black. You know what I mean? We say it in English, yo, them blacks over there. You know, so that ain't the problem. I'm saying my stance is solid. That one, the word kemet, when applied to the land, don't mean the black people. I've said that. And I made the statement that why would a whole place of black people, I mean, the Nile is full of black people from the top to the bottom. Why would you just single that group of black people out and call yourself the black people? You'd be fucking confused. So the Nubians, when you see them, they appear to be what we're saying black. When you look at the Egyptians, they appear to what you see as black, ranging in all colors. Right now on the panel, we got 3-4 different shades, right, of people of color. So I know what I was saying. I'm saying when white people came in and said they was white people, they was trying to say that the culture that was there and all of that was there. Not only was they saying the culture was there, they was trying to act like that the people there was, watch this, even they had enough sense to say they was black white people.
Yeah, they stole that term from us, Unc. We was white people, meaning purity.
Man, you just cut me off.
I complimented.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Go ahead, OG, man. I just complimented what you said.
I don't need you to compliment me. Go ahead.
Man,
y'all
take
good.
your time,
Y'all
Unc.
good.
I'm gonna meet up.
No, y'all
take
good.
my time. Go ahead.
Keep going, Unc. You got it. It's on you,
I ain't
Unc.
had nothing to say. I just was saying that.
Everybody on mute, Unc. You good. Go ahead, Unc.
Yeah.
I've lost my train of thought, man. I'm flowing.
Hey, that's what that really was. Now Valley. You know how when you forget, you get mad at a motherfucker on the other.
I just know where I was at. I was just trying to show you how white people was trying to act like that. First of all, they realized that they were standing in damn Africa. That's the part they had to come to grips with. So we in Africa, and they know the whole time they were saying it was the black, the dark continent, the jungles and all that, right? But when they went in there and they started digging, they was like, oh shit, right? Okay, so you can't say these is black people. Not the ones we wanting to enslave or we enslaving and the dumbest motherfuckers around. So they wiped, so the culture there, because they thought at the time, they felt like their culture was superior and everybody else was savages. And we're talking about the level of the word back then when they was talking about savages, they was talking about like the level of your civilization, right? Okay, so they were saying we had technologies better than these people. It wasn't on our level. So then when they go into Egypt, they realized that that culture there that was older than anything that they knew about was on a level. You could look at the pyramids, have you realizing that they was on a level, they had math and all that. And so they immediately went to, okay, this culture here is white culture, but they black white people. That's what they said. It's the most ridiculous shit ever. They black white people. And then the Nubians, they the slaves of the black white people. So the whole color thing, looking at a person, they wasn't looking like white people. They wasn't looking like white people. They understood that. That's why they called them black white people. My point is that a group of people, fucking the whole nation calling themselves black people, I always felt that is stupid. I don't think you was arguing that, Smash. I thought, tell me if I'm wrong, you were saying that this individual called himself black.
Yes.
This individual called himself black. That's what I thought you were saying. And with that,
that's
you know,
what I said.
got the grave sites to back all that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we saying Nubians, well, hold on. We saying Nubians is the black people for sure. That's what both sides will say that. You know, Chief X has said, Chef Vanilla said, Concrete Cord, Cosmic Cord, you said. They all say the Nubians is the sub-Saharan African. So I say, bet. I heard what you said, Chef. So I'm saying I could just flick the goddamn screen, right, and show the graves of those Nubians that everybody gonna say sub-Saharan African all over the place. But I'm gonna do that next week because y'all got B. Yeah, I'm saying we doing the show on the Ankh-Ra squad, and I'm saving that beautiful footage for then, right?
Hey,
Smash, please. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Real quick, this is Nile Valley Hebrew. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, it's on you. Go ahead. Go right here.
Okay, thank you. You know, before I get into the diatribe, I just want to say no misunderstandings about nothing. Like when people hear the Nile Valley Hebrew and when Ankh on my head and on me, like that's my Ankh. It's deeper than YouTube stuff. Like he's connected from where he's at to where I'm at. Like that's it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I call Ankh, I do whatever away from this. If I feel he's doing something out of line, I call him away from this. I would never go back and forth with the OG or the big homie because he's a real one on this.
It's good, bro.
I would never go. But so, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say that to Ankh. So we don't gotta. Oh,
yeah,
no,
I ain't gonna never disrespect you, you know
what I'm saying? So
hey, let's deal with this real quick. I appreciate you saying that.
Let me go into that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So somebody told me earlier, because they don't want to deal with every attestation.
Hold on, Smash. 1 second. I was about to go into exactly what I was saying. I just wanted to
go ahead.
Set the barrier.
My bad. I thought you was doing
the discretion between me and my OG. You get what I'm saying? That's all. But dealing with that information, when you're dealing with that information you putting up, you're factual in the scholarly sense, because you have to look at the historical context, the usage of the word, the appropriation of the word in time period referencing. Do you get what I'm saying? So I can go from say if we pick a word up from the old kingdom, we can take it into the new kingdom, but the context, the appropriation, the cultural significance or displayment might be different than what we did 500, 600 years ago. So remember I told you, big brother Smash, yesterday I said, the other day I said, when you got to look at it in the cultural context. And what you was telling Wudjau was cultural African context. And that's what you was telling them. So remember, you was like, wait a minute, Nile Valley, we talking about glyphs, but you going this way. And I'm like, brother, if we leaving African cultural context out of the equation, when we're looking at African script, African hieroglyphs, African whatever, then we're doing no different than the white man doing us when he gave us the Bible and said, just read these verses. We're doing no different.
Yeah.
And you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was telling you. So the conversation you had today and you was trying to get him to look at the cultural context of the African mind when they was putting this in stone. Did you get what I'm saying?
All right, yeah. Let me slap some more handlebars on these people. We got you.
Go ahead, God.
We got you, bud. That's like the commentary on the bottom. We trying to put the scholarship in. Look, check it out.
Yes, sir.
But you feel me? It's like, we love that. It's good. Thanks for the support. Didn't he say, I was reading the English? No, see, you got it on, you don't know how to use thesaurus language. You got it on English. Everybody's so damn smart, bruh. What does this word mean in German if you're so smart? We go to Google Translate to figure that out. What that say? It don't mean they skin. It ain't got nothing to do with the skin.
Dark-skinned elderly. Dark-skinned and...
Now, let's be fair. Let's be fair to my good brother. I'm just being myself. But to be fair, the translation does not have skin here, which weighs the evidence in my side even more that Kim, in this instance, is just being used to describe skin. Okay? So we seen our good brother, and he was Wudjau was 100% correct when correcting the Theban mapping project using the photograph of Nubians from Ramses III and saying that they were Egyptians. He was correct on that. Now Wudjau gone ahead and correct Thesaurus Lingua Egypti, who says Ni Akit was Dunkel Hatig. Okay, he was Dunkelhäutig, whatever, I don't know. He was dark-skinned by use of the Kim glyph. I'm just going to go just a tad bit further, and for the use of the study, let's Wudjau back. I don't know if you're getting back in, blood, because you got everything you need now. Woo, that boy coming back with a whole presentation. I'm scared to let him back in. Go ahead, while I think about it.
Yes, thank you, Smash. Smash, please, Smash. Can you please show, just for the benefit of the people, so the people can see? Earlier, I saw that you've put Kem, and then we had the different translations. So the people can see the different meaning of Kem, because you just mentioned skin. Some people might say, no, it's not skin, but it's definitely color. That's for sure. But if you don't mind, is it possible that you just show the different definitions for Kem?
Yes, and just for the record, I do not say it is skin. What I was proposing there is when Wudjau said that I was using the English Kant translation, and when we went to the German, it wasn't Google, it was actually Thesaurus Lingua Egypti. And so before we readdress that, I know my brother's back with a world of information, and thank you for coming back, Wudjau. You know how we do. Right here, we're going to look over some of the I'll move this to the side so we can look over some of the definitions of Kim for people to see. Here we have black granite, and in order, granite is the Njir, and to describe it as Kim, I think they're saying Kim here. So, but if we read here, I see RS, so that'd be kind of funny to me. Maybe I got this too big, because sometimes if you have it too big, one attestation.
No, that's fine. That's the relief, the E, the N, the R.
Oh, we're reading from the right. I'm sorry, we're reading from the right. Yeah, they got it lit from right to left. Exactly. I was reading from left to right. And so, yeah, again, the black granite, to describe the granite here, which is the object. All right, if you want to call it the subject, whatever, they place the adjective after it. In this instance, whatever other grammars we know about don't matter here. Okay. But again, now we see black eye paint. Or now we don't see, actually, it's spelled something else. That's why.
Yeah, here we don't have Kim there.
Yeah, we don't have Kim. So let me just make the screen smaller so I can see more of them. took him is to make complete in this instance, and this would be an option that some would say was another reason, another use for Kim, but S makes it causative, and so it's to make it complete. We got to be old and black for Kim here, the one we're going over, but we also see another Kim for the pupil of one's eye with a different determinative under it. Kim,
I'm sorry. Literally, black of the eye.
Literally, black, and then in quotations of the eye. So they want you to know that it was literally black, and you feel what I'm saying? And then of the eye, they just like letting you know, but the literal black is what we need to note here. Again, it's black in this instance too, but they're talking about the seraphim or whatever. And now when talking about Osiris and the god Men, they're referenced as Kemi. Kemi, the black one. Again, ain't nobody talking about they live in America and they're in the black, they African American. They're just simply referencing color. And this is what we're talking about in that instance. For this cattle, Kemet is the black cattle. For the black land, Kemet, for a black, what is that? Arable? What is an arable?
It's arable. I think it's essentially with what the thing that they argue a little bit, but maybe some land.
So I'm going to grab this word just for the proof of the study to see what they say arable means, because it might have something to do with water. You say
arable.
Yeah, land usable and suitable for growing crops. So I'm glad we looked that up. Arable for black, arable in their parentheses, land. But Kim are the big black one and the gnome in parentheses. But again, I think the point is made here that when the Kim is used in most words, it is to say black. And now we have it adjectively, like, it's all adjectively, but to be black. And if you click into that one, they're not necessarily always discussing humans. They're talking about black things. But it lets us know that Kim, when they use it, is talking about black in that instance. Now, what we could do is, and this is what's gonna get some more hands put on. Find me, and I'm gonna turn the floor over after this. Find other instances, find other attestations where Kim means fertile land besides in the name of Kemet. Like, we could do that right now and show you that that's not about to pop up hella times. And what's that's going to mean? That means it's going to be interpolation big time on whoever said that that's what it's restricted to. This is Kemet for arable land. You feel me? 2 attestations. What I tell you, I didn't do this homework. Why does the test corpus have 2 attestations? Probably because they don't got much more work on this. But I know, again, I'm about to go grab my shield once Wudjau gets back in here. So it says, leader of the black lands and the rant lands, talking about Kemet and Nsw.t. But we're going to go in on that too, just so people can stop messing that up too. Because we messing that up. That's one attestation. And another that was supposedly using Kim as what black land was to protect the word, and as for one who will protect his wording, that is, on the tablet of silver, be the Hittites, be the Egyptians. So it was still used, that translation. I would not use this one. But I'll turn the floor over to my brother Wudjau, who's back. Oh, I thought he was back.
Yeah, hold on, Smash.
All right, go ahead, brother.
He's back. So I want to address Shaka real quick. Shaka asked a question about the 049 glyph. Then you asked about that?
I didn't ask about that. Wudjau brought that up. It's the Nut glyph. It's a determinative that shows that we're talking about the location or place.
Okay, so what do you think he said? All right, and so Wudjau never actually answered the question. You was asking for like where did he get it from that was dealing with the irrigation channel? Am I correct?
What more exactly? He claimed, he stated that Kem, in the word kemet, the piece of charcoal or crocodile skin, actually means something like, I forgot the exact word he used, but he mentioned water.
Irrigated land.
I think he mentioned water as well, but he might have said irrigated land.
Y'all know I'm here. I just want y'all to know I'm here.
Okay. We know once
we got you the floor.
Stop. We know you here, man.
Yeah, you got the floor when you want to. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, let me finish this point though, and then you can dive in. So if you come to page 76, right, on this work right here, all right, let me just read this.
It's not a dictionary, but I'm listening.
No, I know. So, okay, you're right. So the consensus would go against that. But let's see the rationale that the brothers was thinking, right? Let's just see it now. Of course, Wudjau helped write this book, and Asar, it's in Jetty, right? But just me and you on some regular shit. Let's see if it make any sense. But just because something makes some sense, don't make it right. But let's see. So this book, with this right here, they up against it, Shaka. They up against the consensus of it. But let's see. It says the evidence is overwhelming. Maybe that's just their opinion, right? That the 049 glyph has to deal with the intersection of water canals of the water basin. This is important because, as stated earlier, the N23 and the N36 and the 049 classifiers are in fact stylistic variations of the same concept, irrigated land. 99% of all renderings of the place name Kemet as classified by one of these three glyphs, which indicates that Kemet has to deal with a place with a particular geographical feature, the presence of water for crops, and not people as posed by Diabs. I'm gonna stop right there. Interesting, to say the least. But right, wrong, or indifferent, that's their mentality on that. Now, the question is, is it in the goddamn dictionary? But does it have to be in the dictionary? That's the real thing. It doesn't mean because it's not in the dictionary it's wrong, right? So that's just, I just want to put that out there. And go ahead, Wudjau, you can have the floor. I just wanted to kind of throw that in there, you know what I'm saying, just for seeing, is that pseudo? Is it nonsense? Right? I understand the topography in Kemet. And one of the most essential things is those damn irrigational channels. So I already know that the plan that the black people name mean, no, but for me, the irrigated land, because that's how they actually got that water from the Nile to irrigate that, right? I think that's an essential feature in Kemet, more essential than calling the people black. That's just for me.
Uncle, I just want to say for the record that the definition or the description that I've seen for the Nut glyph is that it shows crossroad. So I'm not ruling out that it might not have anything to do at all with water or irrigated land, but what I've seen so far is crossroad. So it might be just some land, it might not have to do with water. But the main focus is on the root chem. That's the main focus.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Wudjau, I'm finished.
All right, so yeah, I probably missed a lot trying to get back in. And didn't see the link. So
I did that on purpose, but I'm just
okay.
I said you're gonna come back with a whole presentation, but go right ahead. You got the floor.
Oh no, I'm trying to pick up. So let me just go backwards from what I most recently remember on Shaka. And forgive me if what's your name on here? Mad Forever. All right.
How you check that up that quick, Wudjau? How you do all that quick?
He did this conversation before, blood. Trust me.
No. Listen. That's why I said everything that we talking about is owed to me, and it should be, it's owed to us. We did a book on it. We had a conference on it. The whole nine, man. But so really, it's in the book. My argument is in this book that you see on the screen, and I know people on YouTube can't see it big because I'm showing it as my avatar, But the whole argument is in there. But I just wanted to clarify something with you, Shaka, and I thought I did, is that you stand on, if it's not in the dictionary, then it's not so. And I'm paraphrasing, so I just want some feedback from you. Is that how you operate?
Well, my sense is that if it's not in the dictionary, then it's just your personal opinion, and your opinion is not a fact.
Okay, so I already know. I know I've debated long enough and been on debating teams, know enough that when people have a stance like you, I really don't have no conversation, because what this subject matter is something that is actually putting the dictionary definitions to the test. And so if you're the type of person that, if we're testing the authority, that the end of the road authority that you have, then we're not going to make any headway with you. So I'm not going to make any headway with you already. So I'm not going to attempt to. But just to lay out my stance to you is that Kemet, the word Kim and Kemet is not the adjective black. The word Kim, the root Kim in the place name Kemet, is a word that deals with water, no different than the word desher in the word desheret deals with dryness. That's why you said desert, and that's what I was trying to get across to you, that a desert is dry. A desert is called a desert because it's absent of water or has very little water. Kemet is the opposite, is the dichotomy of it, and the ancient Egyptians always dichotomized Kemet from desheret. And so Kemet is the part of the country literally that had access to water. And in today's terminology, we know that to be a riparian zone. If we look up riparian, it will describe the Nile Valley. Hold up. Oh, can you reach your
Oh man, I got these kicked. Man, I'm going to beat these dudes up. I'm going to get it in. I'm getting it.
So if you look up the word riparian, it's going to describe what people call as the Nile Valley. Remember, the Nile is the river, and we're saying it's the valley. And so it's a river valley culture, and everybody lived near the water. And so it was arable, as somebody was talking about earlier. It was sustainable, whereas the desert is not. And so it was dryness. And so it was a contrast between wetness and dryness, not the color. But now the ancient Egyptians, along with a lot of indigenous cultures, they did a lot of wordplay because it comes from cultures that didn't have writing. And so they had to figure ways of inventing new words, which is called neologisms. And they use figurative articulations, they use punning, they use paronymy, and so on and so forth. So if you were to wet any substance, it gets darker in color. If you were to dry something that was once wet, it gets lighter. So if you had a sky blue shirt on and you pour water on it, it will become a darker blue. And when it dries back out, it becomes light again. And so this phenomenon of something being wet and being darkened is the wordplay. This is why people get confused. Okay, so it means black or whatever the case is. But the focus was on water. The Nile, or Happy Itaru, the Nile River, was everything to the Egyptians. They relied on it, and if it wasn't, there would be no ancient Egypt. And so the emphasis was on water. They dug canals, they dug irrigation channels, and everything. It was very, very, very important to them. That's what was important to them: the accessibility to water. And so that's the short and skinny of what the toponym Kemet means. It means riparian country. Yeah, and it wasn't. Yeah. I don't have to say according to my thing because I'm the one talking. So we could say according to James P.
hypothesis. According to hypothesis.
Yeah, and I'm just laying it out for you. And I would suggest you get the book if you want to see my full argument.
Yeah, because I've heard Asar before. I've talked to him back when he used to teach that Allah is in the Egyptian text. And when he used to claim, I'm just saying for the record, when he used to say that there were Hebrews in Kemet, and back then when you would disagree with him, he would say you don't understand. But I would just tell him I just don't agree with you. And I'm not saying it's the case with you, but just for the record. Now, it's a hypothesis, a book written by a team of maybe 4 or 5 people against hundreds of
no, it's not hundreds. It's not hundreds. Don't exaggerate. But I give
it's not hundreds of PhDs.
You said hundreds.
Hundreds, yes. Don't you think you have 100 of Egyptologists in the world?
Yeah, but I'm saying not all Egyptologists have done the work. A lot. So you got to understand that a lot
brother,
of people.
Please, you're saying not Egyptologists have not done the work. I mean, come on, that's condescending for real. They've done the work. They've done the study.
No, listen, not just because you're an Egyptologist doesn't mean that you actually focus on every area of Egyptology. Like you've actually done the work. A lot of people, what they do is when they write books, they will simply cite or repeat something that somebody else said. So not 100 people did not actually do the actual work. So come on now, don't do that.
I don't know what you mean by the work. I don't know what you mean by the work.
But the college knows that.
They learn the language. That's the core of the culture. So that we can give it to them. They know the language.
Ask brother a question?
Okay, I'm not saying
brother, that
they don't.
Can I ask him a question if it ain't too much?
But wait a minute, I'm
brother,
trying to.
I don't know what his,
go
ahead, brother.
Get what I missed. So listen, so all I'm doing, and I don't want you to compare me to 10 years ago, your conversation with Asar, because I'm definitely, standing here and talking to you myself. So I'm just telling you my summary of what the toponym or the place name Kemet means. And if you disagree, I'm okay with that. But if you want me to elaborate, I elaborate in that book that you see on the screen.
Wudjau, it's kind of like a slippery slope. It's, you know what, like this, what I do realize that it's a slippery slope, especially for me, because I always tell people that I rely on the experts, right? And so are you basically saying that you are an expert and Asar is an expert in said field, right? Is Smash Rock Walls, are you saying you're an expert? Because that's what people.
I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I also do sometimes. I know where Jahu coming from, and like appeal to authority. But I didn't think that's what my brother, my aunt, was doing, appealing to authority. You can't just say because there's a consensus and you agree with the consensus, there's an appeal to authority. But I don't think, again, Wudjau ever said that. What I do want to put forward about what we've come to the conclusion, and I don't want to, go against the work. I support the work and everything. It seems there is a term. How did that research fare in light of the name Mary actually meaning the area of the Nile flood, or this riparian area that you talk about? They had a name for in those terms, which actually do use the glyphs that one would try to find in Kemet associated with water. The name Mary has the glyphs associated with water, and it was used for that zone. And so how did you guys deal with that in the research?
Well, that's a logical fallacy, and so we should all avoid that. So deferring to authority is when you defer to experts, because not everybody's an expert in everything, and we all have to lean on the experts. That's different from appealing to authority. One is a logical fallacy, the other one is not. All right. So I just want to make sure that that's very clear. So what I want to make sure that Shaka was not doing, which is why I asked him the question, is he saying that because someone is an authority, then they're right? Because if he's saying that, then he is appealing to authority and he is committing a logical fallacy. And you can't win against logical fallacies until you straighten them out. So, but I'm not putting that on him. That's why I asked him. So I don't want to assume. That's why I asked him the question. And from what I got, that's kind of what he's doing, because he said if it's not in a dictionary or if it's not part of the consensus, then it's just your opinion. It's not a fact. As if the people who wrote the works is their stuff is a fact because they're an authority. That's a classic appeal to authority.
So you're contradicting yourself, brother. You're saying I'm not doing the appealing to authority, and then you're just saying I'm doing it. Once again, I mean, if for example, I rely on one particular PhD, I guess I will understand if someone accuse me or say that I'm appealing to authority. But once again, that's the consensus. That's the majority of Egyptologists, the majority of the experts. You can never fault someone for
No, I
relying on
understand.
the majority of the expert of an academic field.
No, and I don't fault you for that. That's why I don't know if you understood. So let me just say it differently then. What I'm saying is that
you agree. You just said that I'm appealing to authority a few seconds ago, right?
No, what I'm saying is this. I asked you a question, and based on your answer,
hold on.
I feel.
Did you not say a few seconds ago that I was appealing to authority?
This is what I said. If you are saying that because someone is an authority that they're right, then yes, absolutely yes. YES. Yes, you are committing the logical fallacy.
Once again, I'm not relying on one person. So when you say someone, it doesn't apply.
No.
It's not just one person.
Okay, I understand
it's the consensus of Egyptology. The majority of the experts. It's a majority.
I understand that, Shaka. What I'm saying is that if you appeal to one person or many or thousands, if you're saying that because these authorities, plural, or authority, singular, is right, simply because they are deemed an authority, that is the classic definition of logical fallacy. And if you could look it up, that's all I'm saying. If you're saying
it means that everybody at universities around the world, they are all appealing to authority.
No, they're deferring to authority. There's a difference between deferring to an authority and appealing to authority.
We never agree.
Okay.
Because you just said a few seconds ago.
I don't want to take the time to show you.
A few seconds ago, you were more political. You said that I'm committing that logical fallacy. But the logical fallacy, like you said earlier, is the appeal to authority. So you basically say the same thing with other wording. But once again,
and I feel that you're doing that. No, I'm saying I feel that you are appealing to authority and you're not deferring to authority.
Okay, fine. Now we agree. But then what I'm saying is the majority of people in academia in the whole world, and we're dealing with scholarship, that's what they are doing. They're appealing to authority. They prioritize. You can disagree, it's fine, but I'm sure most of the listeners will agree. They are prioritizing what the scholars, what the specialists say, no matter the field, if it's Egyptology or medicine or biology, that's how the world works in academia, because otherwise what it means is that we're going to have some brothers just going to wake up one day and say, okay, here's my claim. And if somebody disagrees with the claim, then I'm just going to say, well, you're just appealing to authority. And I think we need to stop with that. It's not going to help us.
Okay, but I want to separate. That's not what I'm doing, and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that a part of scholarship is to do literature review, and you're going to cite and you're going to repeat what other scholars say. That's deferring to scholarship. That's deferring to experts, deferring to authorities.
But hold on, please. Is there something wrong with deferring to authority?
No, not at all. I said that.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
Okay, no, it's fine, your question, but I said that at first. I said there's a difference between deferring to authority versus appealing to authority. And I actually
said that I do. You said that I do both, for the record. Yes,
for the third record, because we're repeating ourselves now.
So
Wudjau, what I'm saying, hold on, let me just get this out, man, because I don't understand how this is complicated.
Because it's slope.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's really clear. Everyone defers to authority. Because
yes, we agree. So you don't think that's what he did? Defer to authority? You don't think he did that?
No, he's appealing to authority as well.
Why? Why?
Why? Because I asked him, if the authority says something, it must be true, and he said yes. If the authorities, plural, let me be clear, because he doesn't like the singular. So if the authorities, whoever's deemed an authority, if they say something, it must be true on the basis that they are the authorities. That's a logical fallacy. Just pull it up. Just pull up logical fallacies. Just pull up appeal to authority, and you're going to see it clear as day. This is like argument 101.
Brother Wudjau, the only reason I mentioned Cyena-Ntu is because I remember actually he was talking with Smash Rockwell. And Smash Rockwell was asking, but are you a linguist? You invalidated everybody. Cyena-Ntu said that Reketi Amen was wrong, that Kemet.t was wrong, that Theophilo Benga was wrong. And Cyena-Ntu is not a linguist, and he has been claiming to be a linguist for years, which is fraudulent. So this is the danger.
Hold
You can
on.
have anybody who doesn't have a title
Hold on.
in a field that he claims to be a specialist in, and he's going to invalidate people who have actually earned their PhDs. And I think it's just nonsense, really.
I'm pretty
Anybody
sure,
that don't agree
just
with
real
you
quick,
is
I'm
opinion
pretty
to
sure we could get Asar here and then you could voice
Yeah, I
your
don't
contention
wanna-
with
I don't
him. But yeah, keep
I
it
don't
on what
wanna,
Wudjau's saying, just for the record, because I don't,
Yeah.
Asar's not here to defend himself, and that's my man.
Yeah.
Y'all are my man, but I would hope he did the same for me. So, and all
So
of
let
you.
me-
Yeah, I want to say this real quick.
Hold on, Wudjau.
Everybody knows that Asar have been claiming to be a linguist for years. Everybody knows that. And I'm not asking people to condemn Asar, but this is a reality, this is a fact. And he doesn't have the degree in linguistic. Besides, when he spoke with the brother Kambo, who is an African-American brother who went to live in Ghana, the brother asked him, did you have any formal training? He had the nerve to say yes. And when he asked him what kind of training, he just gave name of scholars. That's fraudulent to do that. I'm not claiming to be a medical doctor because I read book on medicine, And I wish people will say, okay, for the record, if you don't want to use the word fraud or fraudulent, I understand. But why would someone claim to be a linguist if he doesn't have the degree in linguistic?
Yeah, that's a good question to ask him.
Let me just say this real quick. Let me say this real quick.
Oh, we sent them the link. We sent them the link.
Because I don't move away from that. I'm gonna be first. I promise
not
you.
moving away, Wudjau. Let me get my.
I promise
point.
you.
Come on, yo, relax.
But it's on his point real quick.
Okay, but
It's
let
on
me
his
say
point.
what I'm saying. Because I got brushed away when I said it's a slippery slope. So I waited another 15 minutes, right? So you got your point, and I know you're gonna re-innovate your point. I know how you're gonna do it. You're not gonna let that slide through. So let me make the point. I'm still there. I'm just jumping back in because I got rolled off when I said it's a slippery slope for me, because at the end of the day, and I asked the question, was you an expert? Smash said no, he wasn't, and he gave his thing. You never answered that question. Remember that?
I'm not saying I'm an expert.
Right, I know. You're not saying you are. Wudjau, you're an expert. Real, just answer yes or no. Let me finish my point. Are you an expert?
No.
Right. So now, here's the slippery slope. Because I deal with this all the time with scientific literacy on the pseudo killers. We go through this in nausea. All of a sudden, right? If you come with experts, PhDs, people with 30, 40 years in the field, right? You know what I'm saying? You come with that, all of a sudden, you got to read something else about some people who not even in the field at all. Oh, read this literature on this, read that literature. We just went through that with Asar. We went through that with, I think it was you was kind of on the fence with the Big Bang, you know what I'm saying? And some other folks I'm just not going to fucking mention. We went through that, like as if you're going to defeat Nassau, right? So I'm saying it's a slippery slope for me, right? Okay, I love the Ankh-Ra Squad, man. I love that book, right? But it has to be a damn way where it's a point where now you talking everybody to death. You mean to tell me it ain't no way that we can get together, you know what I'm saying, and get that matchup we need to get that into academia? Because, it's like stepping on ants at this point, because you don't got to have a degree. Fine. We know you got to have a methodology. You don't got to be an expert. We get it. That's appeal to authority. Then what the hell is going on? Now it's the OK Corral. Now you open up the floodgates for every Yahoo. That's what I'm saying. That's the slippery slope. Where is the dividing line at? That's what I need to have, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a certain point, dog, there has to be, somebody got to step into the contest and say, wait a minute, well, hold up. Because it's got to be that. Like, it has to be some checks and balances. It's got to be something, bro. I don't know what we're going to do.
All right, so let me answer that.
Just for the record, Wudjau, I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not your enemy. It's not because we disagree on a point that we.
Oh no, I don't take it that way.
But for the record, I heard you say that you're an expert on the Medu-Neter on your live stream. I could not tell you which live stream.
No, I didn't. I never said
it. I might
pull it up.
Earlier.
I challenge you to pull it up.
Yeah, there it is. I could not tell you which live stream because your live streams are very long.
But you're lying.
There's plenty.
I never say that.
You can say I'm lying is fine, but for the record, people can check this live stream. At one point, you said that I was appealing to authority. When I mentioned that, I
definitely said that.
No, but I just want to say this. And when I told you that you said that I was appealing to authority, You started saying, no, I didn't say that. I said you're referring to authority. But later on, you did indeed confirm, and you did say that I was appealing to authority. But the first time when I brought up that you said that I was appealing to authority, you denied it. So you can say I'm lying, it's fine.
Okay, no. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to explain it without being interrupted. And it's really, really simple. I'm saying that I asked you the question before I even left.
I understand everything you said.
See how
I'm talking
that's
about,
what I'm saying. That's what you're doing. Let me just get it out. Let me just get it out. Can I get it out?
Let him finish real quick.
The way to confirm, I might be wrong.
Can I get it out?
Just let him go, Maya.
No, but the way to confirm is just to go back and listen to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to get past it, but see, I'm me, right? You're not me, right? I know what I mean with the words I say and what I'm conveying, and so my sentiment has remained from prior to me logging off and coming back. Before I left, I asked you a question, and I said that I asked you specifically, are you saying that because it's in a dictionary or because it's not in a dictionary, then it must not be true and whatnot? I was asking you that question so I can ascertain from you whether you appeal to authority. And before I left, I even said it. I said, well, I don't have any real words for you because a person with your stance, there's no convincing. And I've specifically said that. So I was clear about that. That's before I left. And then when I came back, I'm saying the same thing. So yes, I feel that you are appealing to authority. Yes. So I can't make it more clear than that.
And yeah, but you denied that you said that earlier, but it's fine. We never agree on that. But appealing to authority, that's for the record. That's for everybody listening.
That's for the fourth record. We did it. This is the fourth time now. Because I said that's the third record. Now you're making a fourth record.
I'm saying, but it's okay. Appealing to authority.
How many records you want to make?
Okay, well, if I get a chance to speak, appealing to authority is not wrong. There's nothing wrong with appealing to authority. There's nothing wrong.
Yes,
what to you?
No,
but you
to everybody.
No, Jahu, I agree with. Just real quick. See, you're referencing rules of debate, Ujahu. It's a problem to appeal to authority in debate, but in scholarship,
it's an argument. No, in argument, which is
argument, debate, argument. But I think y'all both right, basically.
Argument.
I think y'all both look. You talking about in debate, he talking about in scholarship. That's all I'm trying to say. But you can have the floor.
It's the same. Argument theory is used in debating and it's used in scholarship. It's used in science. So let's not get it twisted. All right. This is very, very basic. That's why I said pull it up. If you want me to pull it up, I will take the time to pull it up. But on your own time, Shaka, you could look. You could look.
Because just real quick, just like appeal to authority is a bad debate tactic, so is diversion. We was never here to talk about debate rules and all that shit. We was talking about what Kim mean, and since some people didn't have no sources, they starting to talk about other things.
No, I don't. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not starting, so I'm trying to get past it. But Shaka is made a fourth record of this. So describe it right, Smash.
Let's move on then. Can you show us Kem meaning arable land or I mean, well, you already said you don't have that in the dictionary, so I guess.
Okay.
And when Smash Rockwell asked you if you can show and prove that Kem is a title or whatever other word you want to use.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, please. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was address a couple of things. I never got to address it because you stuck on me accusing you of appealing to authority, and I understand it, but that's what I'm accusing you of. All right,
go right ahead.
That's fine. I can live with that.
All right. So now, in terms of Ankh, what you were saying is the there's a difference. So it's not a slippery slope. Because none of us are experts in everything, and we have to appeal. We have to defer to the experts of different fields.
Okay.
But now here's the difference. Demonstration always beats the conversation or the talking, right? So what happens is, for instance, I'm gonna give you a real life. For instance, many scholars talk about the language phyla Afro-Asiatic, and they use that as a base for many arguments across many disciplines. But when linguists actually paused the conversation and did the work and challenged what people have been saying, they come find out that Afro-Asiatic is an unproven language family. It was never ever done, never ever created by using the historical comparative method. So, and I'm only using that example to show that there's no slippery slope. It boils down to when somebody or a group of people can actually stop the conversation long enough to actually do the work and check behind the authorities and the scholars. Do you find mistakes, if there any exist? So yes, so Diop can be wrong, and he was wrong. On not on everything, of course, but on certain things he was actually wrong, and others. So they can be wrong. None of us are heroes or impenetrable of being wrong. We have to just accept that, and to think otherwise is real spooky and kind of crazy to me.
All right, so let's just read that. Let's read that real fast.
Read what?
That is not a language. You said that what Afro-Asiatic is not actually a language phylum. That's what you said.
It's not a language family. No.
All right, let's read that source that says that. Because hell, the Afro-Asiatic, that shit helps support my claim. And don't kill my claim. My claim is that language came from the highlands of Ethiopia. Shit. I can't that.
No, it's not. But well, you might not be talking about the same thing, because it's not a language. It's a group of languages that were grouped together.
Six. One is in Asia and 5 is in Africa. So we winning.
Yeah, but the fact that they grouped them.
Go ahead.
But the fact that they grouped them together and then labeled them whatever they labeled it, which happens to be Afro-Asiatic. Now, it wasn't done by any scientific method or linguistic method. The historical comparative method was not used.
I know. I don't believe you. Let's read it.
Man,
that's how we do that. I don't believe you.
You
I'm
read
not
it many
supposed to believe
times. You've read it many times. Well, I have this book pulled up. I don't have that pulled up right now.
All right, stick where you at. But you know, I'm just being facetious when I say I don't believe you. I'm just trying to get something.
No, I know.
To read. That's all.
I know for a fact that you read it, because we read it to you. Both me and Asar read it to you before.
You mean in the paper, in the Greenberg paper?
Talking about Greenberg, it's a lot of people who talk about Greenberg.
All right, we'll placehold that and go ahead with you doing.
Okay, but the only reason why I brought that up is to show a real example of, just because there's a quote unquote seeming consensus among scholars and scholars use something, doesn't mean that it's absolute or correct based on that.
I agree.
When people actually check behind it, there can be mistakes that are found, and it's not until you do the work, which is what I mean by work, that you won't find mistakes. You will or you won't find mistakes. Either you'll say, okay, that sound that checks out. Up, they messed up right here, and so that's the point. So appealing to dictionaries or appealing to authorities is never the way to go. All right. So I just wanted to say that. But
so what's the way to go, brother?
The way to go is to actually apply proper methodology to check behind everything. Anything that's questionable, because obviously you're not gonna have time to check everything. You're not gonna check every word in the lexicon.
No, of course not. So basically, you're going to show us Kem being a title, right?
Okay, let me do this then.
All right.
Let me do this. How am I gonna get this on the screen?
Shout out to Emmy Cat. She should be up here. You know, she a metallurgical scholar for real. I'd like to hear her take on it. Where Emmy Cat at?
All right, we can share the screen.
Emmy Cat at?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
I think your screen is already shared.
No, it's not shared.
Yeah,
Kemet, the riparian country, isn't that your screen?
That's my avatar, brother.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, now I'm sharing my screen. All right. So in this work right here, this is page 344 in here. Earlier I mentioned that there's works that are done outside of even I'll call a second tier resources that people use, like the TLA that Smash use. Well, we all use it, but I'm saying that he's been showing and stuff like that. I call that second tier. Third tier is when you get into more more of the arguments among scholars, but a lot of that is in foreign languages such as French. And I know you speak. I think you speak French.
Indeed, that's my mother tongue.
Okay, great. So that's great. So in this work right here by Pascal Vernis, he does an excellent job at doing a full treatment on a place called Kemet. All right, that's became known later as Athribis. All right, and in this particular text, he talks about the what page was I on just now? He talks about all of the instances of the use of this term, the cattle cult, the cult to Het-Heru, and bulls, and how people were associated with these cattle cults and things in these particular locations. And so, for example, I gotta find where I was now just to show. Not there. Okay, this is just for an instance. There's a gnome with a gnome symbol or sign with Kem, the word Kem, and then a bull there. All right, you see Kem where here? I don't know. Can y'all see my cursor?
Yes, I can see loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay.
I can see well. Yes.
Okay, Kem where? Now this is a toponym. This is a place, so it's not particularly talking about the blackness of anything or any people or whatever the case is. This is a place name, and toponyms always refer to places and never people. All right, that's what a toponym does and how it functions. And so if I go down here, you'll see where this place called Kemware is also called Kem, Kemi, and Kem by itself, and even Kemet as well. And so earlier I asked the question, when we see this I6 glyph, the glyph represents two consonants, K and M. It doesn't represent any particular meaning. It represents the two consonantal representations in the language. Depending on how it's used is where we would get more of the semantics or the meaning of it. And so my very first question, or one of my first questions was, how do you know that the Kem, which is this glyph, used in the name of Nsw.t Kem and what have you, it actually means black. It actually means black. Now we know what is translated as black or the black, but what actually does it mean? Okay, and how do you make that determination just by a single glyph? Okay, because if I were to look at this glyph by itself here, I would think that's speaking about Kemet, but it's not. All right, so let me go back. Let me go down to where I was. I forgot what page I was on. I had to scroll up to show y'all the title.
That was a place, right? There's no title yet.
That was a place, and the place is called Black.
It's not a title in terms of a job. It was definitely a place. I thought I said that it was a place. What I was showing.
Yeah, it was a place, and the Kim in it translates back to black.
No.
What does the Kim translate back to?
Somebody standing around waiting with the shotgun.
What does the Kim in it translate back to?
Oh man.
Back to where I was.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what you asking me, because I thought I was clear. Because I don't know.
Yeah, you was very clear. Else. I was just simply asking, in Kim what does Kim mean? Or in the name of that, what does the Kim mean in that location?
Bull.
Okay, thank you.
Can you go back to that place?
Where I was?
No, it means the black bull blood. You know we read Medu Neter, right?
So what's the word for bull? If Kim means
Ka
black
is the
bull,
word for bull, actually, not Kim.
Okay, but I'm
saying Kim for a bull is a black bull. Who you talking to?
I'm talking to Jonathan Owens. So what I'm saying is that what's the word for bull? You said black bull. Where's the word
Ka
bull?
is the word for bull. You said Kim was the word for bull right here.
Yeah. So okay, so Shaka, since
that means black bull.
Wait. So Shaka, let me find.
Yeah, Reggie brought that out. Reggie brought out the black bull. Remember
Yeah,
Reggie
we know
talking
that
about
mean black bull.
No, okay. So Kim means black bull. Kim where means black bull.
Want me to pull it up?
I'm gonna
No, no,
bring
no,
Reggie
no.
in.
I'm asking you right
No,
now.
we talking about how this translates.
Let me just read the French from your source. Okay. Now, we have lecture du nom, basically what's in uppercase, and then we have the first paragraph. And after the first paragraph, basically, where it says LE space NOM, that's le nom. It means the name. So I'm just going to translate directly from English, to save time. I mean, to English to save time. It says the traditional name of Atribist was said at the origin Kem-Ur, and in parentheses, the Great Black. So
wait. You said hold on. I'm sorry. You said parentheses. Where you were at? Because I thought you were starting.
Okay. Can you go down a little bit? Go down. Yeah. Keep going down. No. Down. No.
This way.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go. A little bit. Yeah. There. And if you go to the left. Yeah.
No, I'm saying start at the where it says lecture du nom. Or
well, that would be a bit long. You really want me to do that?
Because no, I'm saying,
because here, if we start the sentence, just where I asked you, that's the beginning of the sentence, and Kem-Ur is translated the Great Black. Noir is the word for black.
Yeah, the Great.
So
black,
you also translate Kem as black.
No, but you have to keep reading. It's saying what is normally done, but then it goes and explain.
We can keep reading, but what's the point? Because you also translate Kem as black.
Wait a minute. You said what's the point?
Yes,
the point of this. Okay, listen.
We had the translation. So do you disagree with that translation?
If you're going to stop here, then it's just a waste of time, because the author of this book is making note and accepting how it's been traditionally translated. That's why he said the traditional whatever. But then he goes on to explain and start to dissect it later. So I mean, we're not trying to do a reading exercise, but you can't just stop here because it says the Great Black. We already know that. You could pull up any dictionary, it's going to say Kim Ware, Great Black. So if that's the case, why did this author write a 400 page? This book is over 355 pages long. Why would the author?
I think he was just talking about the fact that you said it just meant bull, but he just read the source saying it meant black. That's all.
No. I'm saying this is what the author is coming to right here. Clearly in parentheses or quotes, you have the Great Black right here where my cursor is.
Indeed.
Okay. So there's no contention there.
All right. I just slid, not to cut you off, I just slid another source on the screen for Kem-Ur, the big black one of the 10th gnome. We could go to the big black one, Kem-Ur, but go right ahead.
The Great Black, right? If you say big or great,
yeah, the big black one,
synonymous, right? And that's what we see on the screen right here.
Yes, see that, right? Yes.
Grand is in English you would say great, but you could use the word big, but you know how it is when you go from one language to another one.
Okay. So I mean, right now I'm at a loss because you stopped at what this word is normally. If you want me to
continue, I can continue. It's not a problem. So it says.
Well, I mean, but see,
I can continue right now. It's not a problem.
Wait, let me is long. I want to.
That's what I was saying in the first place. I was saying that it would take time, but I let you do your thing. You said you want to show us Kem being the title, so I'm waiting.
Okay, I mean, I can't get to that point if okay. So when you see it saying the Great Black, that's it. You focused on that. I mean, I thought you were gonna read from at least where it started at the top, where it says lecture of the name.
Okay,
or,
I can do that. No problem. I can do that. I can do that.
But no. Okay. But wait, it's a whole lot. Let me see. And see, this would take a lot of time, because let me just summarize what this author did in this book, right? in here, he
Well,
talks
really, I
about
would
the.
like you to show us Kem being a title.
Okay, I know that's what you want, and that's what I'm
Can you do that?
showing you. I already Smash had the picture on the screen where Kim is there in the title. Okay, it's just we're not arguing whether it's a title or not. We're arguing over the meaning.
Well,
Okay,
actually, we
so
are,
I want you
because earlier Smash asked you if you can demonstrate Kem being a title, because show you the title was separate from the name, and the adjective Kem. And maybe there was a misunderstanding, but you said that you will come back with the source, and
all right.
And that right, Smash?
That's
Maybe it's not there. But...
No. Okay, this is
you're right.
Okay, Kim. Okay, pick one of the people with Kim in their name. Let's pick one and just deal with one.
Henenit.
Neon. Okay, which one?
Henenit.
Okay, Henenit. And then what's the whole name? Henenit Kim, right? Or is there more to it?
Indeed, yes.
Okay, so if Kim is the adjective, what does Henenit mean?
Henenit is a given name.
But what does it mean? Because
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Okay, so so I'm not trying to be anal. I'm saying, how do you know that Kim in that phrase is an adjective?
I'm talking to the chat. They can't hear me, but y'all, this is funny.
What is black to you? It goes back to the color, just like we read on your own source.
No. I didn't ask you the meaning. I'm saying the word class. You said because you said adjective, and I think Smash said it too. I won't put words in his mouth. But how do you know that it's an adjective in that phrase? And when I think I asked that earlier, that's why we got off track on the VSO and the verb stuff and everything. That I didn't
the funny thing is that you said that you will show us Kem being a title, and now you're asking questions. So can you show us Kem being a title? If you can, it's fine. Maybe you take you some time,
Okay. I'm saying.
Can you do that? Honestly, brother, are you able now? Are you able now to show us Kem being a title?
All right.
I think the good brother might want to concede that point because he has brought that forward. But nevertheless, it does not mean anything, but he can't have the source on hand right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, with Bobby Banker, you still there? Where you going to?
No, but I'm
right here. I'm right here.
I have a question on the floor.
I'm right here.
Right.
Let's get back to the black skin. We left that.
I want to know, how do you know that Kim? All right, let me.
See, obviously, it looks like you cannot show us Kem being a title right now, and that's fine. As for Kem, earlier maybe you were not there, but Smash showed all the different definition of Kem, and mainly it means black. We had the black eye, we had the black bull, we had black, and that's the main meaning. It does mean complete in some instances, but mainly it means black. And once again, the consensus, the majority of experts, specialists, they will say it means black. And that's why I brought up the name Kemet in the first place, when it translated as the black soil or the black land. The root Kem means black.
Okay. I already understand that if the dictionary says that's what it says, then that's what you're gonna roll with.
Yeah, that's how human beings work in any language. We go to the dictionaries and lexicon.
Yeah, I understand that. So, and what you're saying is that dictionaries and lexicons are never wrong.
Well, most of the time they are correct, but on the term black, Kem, I'm pretty confident that he's correct. Those people have studied that for years. You have a hypothesis, and you're not even in a position of validating your stance. You know what I'm saying? But maybe later on you will. So I guess
All right. So until you as far as that, I laid out my thing. Until you read the book, then you can table that.
Oh well.
As far as
Asar was saying the same thing. You have to read that book and that book and that book. But
no. See, I don't do the exaggeration. I'm not saying
it is an exaggeration, brother. First, you said you will show us Kem meaning a title. You said I'll come back, and then you showed that book, and then you ask a question, you divert it, and this is something you do a lot, But it's fine. Everybody has their own way.
You haven't even been around me a lot to say I do it a lot.
I heard you a lot, brother. I've been listening to you a lot for a long time.
For you to think I say I'm an expert, I already know. I don't have any confidence in you.
I will definitely not go and listen to all the 4-hour live stream to find that part.
Right.
But you can say I'm lying. You can say I'm wrong. I can live with that. Because I'm
well,
not in a position.
I wouldn't use a harsh word as you're lying.
Earlier
but
you said I'm lying.
Your mistake. Yeah, I did. Yeah, okay.
So I can live with that. That's fine because I cannot demonstrate. I cannot show and prove. So I have to take that. It's fine.
Okay.
But
what I'm saying is that I'm not telling you to read this. Listen, I'm not telling you to read this book or that book. I was just saying that earlier, my stance on Kim not meaning black in the instance of Kemet, I said read that particular book because I lay out the arguments. So I said until you read
also
that,
said
then
that
you won't
show us.
know my.
You also said that you will show us Kim being the title. Is that correct?
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Smash already had it on the screen, but I'm going to just put it back up on the screen. All right. I would do it like that. So here's one. It's the same particular book. So let me unshare what I was sharing and share this. All right, hopefully y'all can see that.
Oh, nah.
Y'all can't see that?
Well, I can see a sketch. We have the name.
Yeah, we can see it. I said, oh, no, because I don't want to do this. Go right ahead, though.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that this here, right here, is, if y'all can see my cursor, is
yes,
a title. Now, the only thing that you're saying is that we're not arguing over whether it's a title or not. We're really arguing over the meaning, because you all can clearly see that this is part of this person's designation. Pepi Ankh.
No, you read that wrong.
I read what wrong?
I can't clearly see that it's part of his designation, so explain that to me. His titles are to the left, by the way, starting with Iry-Maat, which means overseer of. So go right ahead.
Okay. So right here where the Shinu starts with the word Pepi inside of it, that's not part of a titulary.
That's the name of a king.
That's the name of the king, not him. That's not his name.
So you're saying that's not part of his titulary?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's not part of his titulary. He was out here while Pepi was out here. His name is right above that title. His name is Happy, H-P-I. Happy Kim is the adjective. So that is right in front of his face. That is not his name. That is the pharaoh who was reigning during his time's name.
Okay, so in the sources that you read earlier, did they not include Pepi in his titulary, in his name? Yes or no? Didn't you say Pepi Ankh, so and so, so and so? Like, all right, let's do this. Let's do this on the screen here. The first in the Shinu is Pepi, right?
Yes.
Agree that. Then we have Ankh.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when they talk about this particular person, this individual, they use the name or the entire thing.
Let me just break it down. Since you said I microwaved it, but you actually trying to microwave it. Pepi Ankh Kim is another person. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to give you clarity. Pepi Ankh Kim is another person. Happy, we went through all of those. Happy is another person.
Okay. But in this particular instance, in the first one, for where my cursor is, can y'all see my cursor? So I don't make sure you understand where I'm pointing to.
I can see it.
Okay. So regardless of the person, this particular here, Pepi, because what was said just now is that Pepi is the king and not his name.
Oh, okay. No, Pepi. So go to the top of the page. I think they're going to show it just right after. If you scroll up just a little bit, that's not the. I thought it said their names right there, so I'm wrong. But we'll go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm just trying to reason this through, right? So what I said, because you said his titles are on the left, and what I was saying is that this Kim. We were pointing to Hepi here at the bottom, his good name, Hepi. But now, if we were to read this whole thing, it says Pepi Ankh Kim, Renef, with his good name, Nefer Sobek Hotep, his good name, Nefer, Hepi, Kim. So this is why scholars are not all in agreement, or they have a question on the table as whether or not these are the same names of the same person or different people. So you'll see when you read about Pepi, Kim, that they always put like in parentheses or whatever, Sobek, Nefer, Sobek, Hotep, et cetera. But my point is that this is part of the titulary for this particular person or any particular person. Although it's the name of a king, we know that, that's why it's in the Shenu. It is part and parcel of this person's name or designation. And this is why scholars, if I were to scroll up,
hold on, brother. With all fairness, we have 3 different names here. We have Pepi, we have Sobek Hotep, and we have Happy. And you started with Happy, and you saw the Kem, then you moved to the Pepi. So here, I don't see Kem being a title. Happy is the same as Henry the Black. We have Happy Kem. Okay,
so you see Kem in 2 places here, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so if you want to deal,
I mean, if that is Kem, because I don't know what the 2 glyphs, like the one between the water wave and the H, and the other one towards right, but let's presume it's Kem indeed.
Nsw.t Kim, they think that's a scribbled out in.
Oh, the double oblique lines. Okay.
No, it's maybe here.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about. Okay, and the one on the right, what could that be? That one there.
That is I think HPI, but it's a broken reed list.
No, he's talking about this.
Oh, see, that is a broken. What happened was that's the end, but the middle of it is broken.
I get you. Okay, yeah, it's the ripple wave. Okay, I get it. Okay,
so they say Nsw.t Kim,
indeed.
Pepi Nsw.t, but Pepi Nsw.t supposedly, just like Ujahu said, could be different or could be the same as Happy, and so I don't disagree there.
But my point is this, because y'all are asking for something that's what we're already seeing and what we're looking at. And what I'm saying is that this is part of his titular. And so although we know that Pepi is a king, there is a king Pepi, and this figure was alive during the reign of Pepi. Pepi was part of his titular, this guy's titular. And so the logic is, okay.
Are you sure about that, brother?
Yes.
How could the name of a king be part of a titular?
You're looking at it. Why? What? Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. What are they? Why? Okay. In based on your knowledge, why is the name Pepi here?
It's written because that's just the name of the king. They're mentioning the king, which happens on many artifacts. It's something very common.
But in terms of in this way, I mean, I know kings' names are definitely a plethora of kings' names around Egypt. Yes, but I'm saying in this manner, you're saying that this is normal just to mention the king. So this is just mentioning the king. Because usually when when a person wants to designate the king as the king, they usually say under His Majesty, Hemef, so and so of so and so.
That's the regnal year. That's the regnal year.
No, Hatshep is the regnal year. So I'm not saying that, brother. So let's stay here.
You mentioned year 1 or something. That's the regnal year.
No, I didn't say year 1. I said usually when a person wants to designate themselves as being and mention the king as a separate person and the fact that they're under their reign and blah blah blah, they will usually have under His Majesty so and so blah blah blah.
Okay, so if that's a titulary, then what is a titulary then? What does it mean?
A title. Titular is a title, brother.
What is a titulary?
Titular is a title, brother.
Yeah. What is the title then? What does it mean?
What does the word title mean, or what does this title mean?
But you're arguing that Kem can be used as a title. And first you went to Happy Kem, which is the same as Helen Kem. So, but now you're moving to the other Kem after the Ankh. So you're saying that
no. I'm not moving in terms of trying to move or avoid. I only went here because I blew it up and I wanted to go to the beginning. So I'm I'm going to the beginning. That's the only reason why I moved up here. And my point here, which seems to be missed, is that this is a titular of this particular person. It's a title. And so we know, like, if I asked you just now, and I asked, why is Pepi there? So you feel, and I'm basing this on your answer, you don't feel that Pepi is part of this person's designation. You feel that it's just mentioning the king, or just on some GP, like it's just mentioning the king. That's how you, that's what I got from your answer. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I got. And my point is, it's part of his designation. It's his titular, and Kim is a part of it.
All right. Can I add?
But now, so what I'm saying is that I don't hear us arguing over that. What I hear us arguing over is the meaning of the Kim in this instance. So we see that it's translated as.
I also disagree that this is a titulary for the record.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I do too, and so do scholars. Okay. But I want to show you something to bring some clarity.
So do scholars.
Yeah, everything we're going over, as we'll see here, scholars disagree. It says members of Nsw.t. So we just read Nsw.t, the Blacks family. Okay, so we have a phenomenon here. I mean, I'm just keeping it real because all of us.
Wait, what page are you on? Because you have it open to the same book.
Okay, great. It says page 3 on the book. Yeah, page 8 on the thing. So as we go over this, it'll put everything we're talking about to rest. Because the members of Nsw.t, which they probably was looking at they big elder as a pharaoh, I don't know. But they say the Blacks. Can I make this big enough for the people to see? Yeah, the Blacks family. Y'all don't see it?
No, I don't. That's why I asked you what page.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says page 3 in the book, and it's page 8 on the Internet Archives. I'll try to make this bigger so everyone can see. I don't know what to. You do that sometimes. It blanks out. But just to be clear,
we must be in a different book then.
Can you share your screen?
I'm about to share the link in the chat. Copy. Where's the let me find the Zoom chat.
What book are you in? I'm in.
Yeah, that's the same book. Go to page 3 or 8, basically.
It must be 3.
Yeah, go. Yeah, there you go. You just passed it. Actually, members of Pepi's family. So we got that established. Okay. But
so wait. So what did we establish? So we established that
the
Pepi
name
is part of his designation.
That name Nsw.t first, it is in the Shenu, but for some reason it's referencing a person named Nsw.t, okay, and not Pepi the king. Even though I don't know if they lived during that time period. I guess not. I thought so though.
So are you, like, everything you just said is that in opposition of anything I said?
No, it definitely isn't. I think because we all was trying to figure things out together. And then, but what still remains...
Well, I was kind of straight on that already.
Okay, you were straight on it. Are you straight on what remains is the Black as a translation in this scholarship and no one translating it as anything else?
Yes, I see that. And
I
said that earlier.
Can we see that for the record?
But go down a little bit so we can be clear on something else. Just a little bit before Shaka gets in to the next page that has the tombs, because then we'll see the name
page
of Henny right there. You see Henny the Black, number 2. So when we was reading that text, Henny the Black is the eldest son of Pepi Nsw.t. And they both follow themselves as Kim. So what? They both got the same title?
Yeah.
The father and the son, let's stretch it further then. All of these people.
I'm saying why not though? Like,
because there are more people that you saying for some reason ain't saying what the scholars say they said, but you're saying. But let's just be clear on a few things. We were just reading some glyphs, and at the top we were trying to figure out. Well, let's go back to that. Now that we know at the bottom, well, this is Henny, but just to be clear, if we keep going down, we'll also see Hemi, and we'll see Happy, because the one that was on the text that we were reading was Happy the Black. But you're saying all of these, the blacks, were some type of a profession.
What I'm saying is that it's not referring to the skin color or dealing with appearance. It's not dealing with appearance. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So to sum it up,
Mhm.
I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. The Kim being translated as black, as we can clearly see from James P. Allen that you showed earlier, that Shaka even brought up later, and this here is saying the black, clear as day, Theblack. What I'm saying is that, and I said this in the chat before I even came on the first time, I said the black is acceptable because that's how most people translate it. But what does it mean? Is it referring, what's the referent? Is it referring to the appearance of the individual? That's where we are, that's where the rubber's hitting the road between us. That's what I see as the real argument.
And then you said
everything else
can be used as a title, and you said that you would demonstrate that, and
I just
have not seen that yet.
No, you didn't. All of his titles are under there listed. They have a whole section speaking about that, but go right ahead.
Yeah, titles and epithets. So what I'm saying is that, okay, here's the logic behind it. So if I don't know if y'all, can y'all still see my screen, or will I stop sharing? Y'all still see it?
We can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So this is page 3 that you were at, right? We have 4 people, 5th person has no name. So if we look at number 3, it's Pepi Ankh. All right. Now, Pepi by itself, if we were to just isolate that, most people would say, okay, that's the king, Pepi. That the referent of that word is pointing to the king. But in this instance, it's not. It's actually a designation for this individual, Pepi Ankh. And then you have, and then he has another name, which is Henny Kim. So it says Ankh with the good name, Henny Kim. Then you have Henny Kim here, which are 2 different people, according to this elder son and the younger son. And then you have Pepi Ankh, which is somebody even different. Now, scholars are still, trying to iron that out to this very day in terms of all these people within the same tomb. There was a large tomb that had a lot of people with kind of confusing designations and names. But my point here is that although Pepi is within a Shenu or cartouche, and everybody knows that, okay, the king's name is in the cartouche, everybody and their mother would assume that this is the king. It's talking about the king, but it's actually not. And I'm using that.
And I did that.
Okay, and I'm using that to be consistent with the logic, is that Kim, written last in these particular individuals, people are assuming that it's talking about the appearance of the person, as if they needed to designate their appearance in their name or their title, when they did not. I'm saying that they did not. I'm saying that the Kim used, that's being translated as the black, is not in reference to or referring to the appearance of the individual. It's referring to
the color, right?
It's referring to something else. The appearance.
You mean the color by that, right?
The color of the person. Like it's not trying to describe the person.
Okay.
Okay.
But then again, you still haven't shown Kim being the title. Is that correct?
No, I mean it's not correct. That's what I'm trying to show you.
So can you show us Kim being a title?
All right. I thought I did that earlier when I was down on the other pages. Let me scroll all the way back down.
Well, we're actually kind of figuring out, the Pepi and the Ankh. I don't recall.
All right, let's just use this one. I just randomly stopped here. So
let's go to the one we're dealing with. I think that's best. We spend some time on it.
No, this is heavy. I mean, this is still heavy. I mean, okay, we could go to another one. All right, here's
No, but if you don't mind, the one we were looking at earlier with the Happy, with the Pepi Ankh,
All right, I don't even remember what page that was on. I'm scrolling down and just stopping at at images.
Okay, well, feel free.
Okay, so I mean, if you don't mind, we could use this one, or I could try to find
no
the other
problem,
one.
no problem. Well, it's up to you.
You can find one that ain't sideways like that. It's gonna help us in the long run. I think you scroll one more down, it's gonna be facing the right direction.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Are you gonna rotate it? Yeah, rotate it. Oh yeah, I didn't know how to do that. I was supposed to.
All right, so this particular person in the middle is Iry-Maat. And that's the name of a king.
But you gotta remember our phenomenon here. So that part is she's actually Iry-Maat Kim, as the way the scholars are translated it.
Yeah, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
No, I was.
The whole thing is her name.
Okay, her or his? Because if this individual,
I don't know if it's him or her, but since you said Mary, I went feminine on it. But still, it is Iry-Maat. No. If we're following the rule from how they translated these other names.
It looks like it's a male because we have Imaku. We will have the T after the Imaku or Imaket. So I think it's a male. I might be wrong.
Yeah, nevertheless, it's Iry-Maat Kim. For the full name.
Okay. Well, the what I'm saying is that in even in the other one, this is a different king's name. Iry-Maat is the actual king's name that ruled Egypt at one point, ancient Egypt at one point. I'm just saying that when they designate these people, they're including this in the name, just like they include Kim. Kim is coming to final. You see it over here, you see it here, and you see it over here. Happy over here, and then Nsw.t Kim at the end here. And so what I'm saying is that what I have a contention or disagreement with what's being said prior to all of this is that I'm saying that Kim is not trying to describe the appearance of the person. That's what I'm saying. But now, it being a title or not, I'm not sure if you're gonna agree with me, because you're looking at epithets and title as how it's being listed in a book, where they say, okay, here is titles. You got Iry-Maat, so and so, lector priest, so and so, first prophet of Amun, or first prophet of Het-Heru, and that listing like that. So that's how you're saying it, and Nsw.t Kim would be excluded from people listing it like that. So you can be like, okay, well, it's not a title. This is part of the person's name. So whether it's part of the name or a title, and we can agree on that or not, the whole point is, what does it mean? Is it referring to the appearance of the person, or is it referring to something else?
All right.
And I asked earlier, what did you do? What did anybody do to rule out the other possibilities? Why did you assume that it's talking about the appearance of the person?
So I kind of presumed. I don't know if you can hear me. You can hear me, Wudjau?
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I kind of presumed it going off of the evidence we have from scholars first, from my limited knowledge of Medu Neter, and from how it's being used. I know where titles are read off, and I know I can see on the second line. Right from the first line, hot mer is his first title. Oh well, I'm sorry. Want to go to the very top line? Hot meaning the foremost mer, overseer of Lower Egypt. Upper Egypt.
You getting like the Moors. It's Hatia Iry-Maat.
Oh yeah, I said hot. Did I say more? Did I say more?
You said.
No, you translated hat as something else. I forgot, but it's indeed Hatia.
Hatia. Okay, great. But I just got the hot. Hatia Iry-Maat. I did probably say more. Hatia, but we still got the translation right. The foremost overseer of Upper Egypt, Upper and Lower Egypt, right? And then I'll come to a term that I might need you guys' help with right after Bjt.j.
The sealer, King Sealer, or something like that.
Okay, yeah, the King
seal bearer, the royal seal bearer.
Royal seal bearer, another title. Then again, if we read those off, I don't know what that title is, but then it gets another Iry-Maat. He's the overseer of the priest as well.
Yes. So he's a unique friend or soul companion, lector priest, superintendent or overseer of the Nsw.t, one who was venerated before the Nsw.t, and then Iry-Ra Nyunk.
So we done with his titles and we saying his name in all instances is my point. We ran off his titles and then we start telling you his name. We don't just add one more position at the very end. And particularly, this is how I deduced this, and particularly seeing that Kim was what I figured in the adjectival position on that noun, the person, as a descriptor. So then if I look to see what that descriptor means or that adjective, if the word means black and it's used as an adjective on a noun, then I would think that noun is black. That's how I came to that conclusion.
Okay, that's good. I appreciate that.
I think it's Nsw.t. But if Kem here is a title, as you argue, what does it mean? What is that title?
Say it again. If Kim here, the one I'm pointing at?
Yes, because you seem to argue that Kem is a title and it doesn't stand for what we say black, what would be the title?
Okay, what I'm saying is that it's not referring to his appearance, because if you were to look in this tomb and I pull up this particular person or any number of them, their appearance is not black. So it's not describing.
That's something else, because once again we have depictions of black people from Kemet. No, you can say, "Oh my goodness,"
they address that in this book. They address that in this book.
The thing is that you've been saying that you will show us Kem being a title,
and I'm showing, and right here is all part of the titular of this particular person. We just read the whole thing. Now we want to parse it. Wait. If we want to section it and parse it and isolate, and like I said before, I'm saying, if you are used to listing the job titles or job positions of a person as independent from the full thing, I can understand why you're saying what you're saying. So that's why I said I'll let you have that, because I understand that, because I see other people do that. But my point is, and I keep saying this now, that the point of contention I'm having is I do not agree with you all that Kim in this instance is referring to this person's appearance.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. So if I understand correctly, as far as you're concerned, it's not just the Kem that is the title. So Kem will go along other glyphs. Am I correct?
Yes, the whole thing is taken into consideration, like we do the king.
Can you just tell me? Can you just tell me what the title is then?
What does a Kim do?
Iry-Ra.
No.
What does a Kim do? What does a Kim do as a title?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Kim as a title, you think of it as a job position, and it.
No, you're saying job position. We're just saying title.
No, I'm saying it's part of his title. It's part of his whole thing. That's what y'all not getting.
It's very sketchy. Very sketchy.
Okay, but I'm saying, so just do that. Okay, well, listen, just do this. Okay, Jonathan answered me. I don't know if he was finished, but he answered how he came to his presumption that he believes that Kim is an adjective in this instance. Now, why? I mean, he didn't explain that, but if we were to take it as an adjective, then you're going to come away to the conclusion that, okay, the adjective Kim, it means black. So it's referring to the word before it is qualifying the word before it. So therefore, Nyunk must be black. So whoever Nyunk is, it must be black. He's a black man. So I get it. This is not rocket science or new. But what I'm saying is that you don't know if it's an adjective or not. Just because it comes at the end does not mean it's adjective. That's what I try to deal with a little earlier.
Yeah, I got you on that.
Fine. We understand.
You don't know if it's an apposition. You don't know if it's a substantive or whatever.
We understand that, but your stance is that it is part of the title. And when I ask you what the title is, you start with Hatia, but Hatia, that's something else. Hatia is prince or governor. All this thing in the front. Those are different titles. So if Kem by itself is not a title, you're saying that it's part of the title, then what is the title that includes Kem?
You have Nyunk and then Kim. Nyunk is right before Kim.
Yeah, so what is the title?
Mary.
Well, I mean, what does it
That's
mean?
part of
What
his
is that?
name. That ain't no title.
Okay, but I'm saying,
And I would agree with Jonathan on that.
Okay, if it's part of his name, what does it mean?
I've been saying that all night. I've been saying that. I'll say it again. This name would mean Mary. I mean, come on, bro. We said this all night. At least concerning the Kim, I think it means black. Now, I hear what you're saying about, I would give you some leeway about it not meaning, I mean, trying to just reflect their skin color all the way. But what else would an adjective black be used to reflect on a human?
Okay, it goes back, it begs the question, how do you demonstrate that this is an adjective?
All right, because every other use is, first of all, if you go to the dictionary, it's labeled as an adjective. That's first.
Dictionary, okay.
That's just first. I know we go past dictionaries, but that's how I start.
Dictionary. Okay, and that's fine. But dictionaries, when they have lexical entries like that, they don't deal with the grammar or the different forms of the words. You'll find it as an adjective, you'll find it as a noun and whatnot. So we don't want to be guilty of just cherry picking.
All right, well, check this out. I guarantee
you're saying it's a title. And when I ask you what title it is, you're saying that's part of the name or that's the name. So the name is not the title.
Okay. And I said that I understand and I'm willing to give you that. So I want to move past that. Wait.
In summary, what the conclusion is, you cannot demonstrate that it's a title. Do we agree on that?
No, we don't agree on that. You won't accept the fact that I'm saying the entire thing is his titular, and it's referring to this person here. And what I'm saying is that Kim
Hatia is one title. You know, we have several different titles here. You cannot
Who's
say
the referent? Who's the referent?
Well, I presume that person named Mary Ankh. Who else would it be?
Okay, so but
it's referring to somebody regardless. But the thing is that you keep saying that Kem is a title. You said you would demonstrate Kem use as a title. And when I'm asking you what is the meaning of the title, you cannot tell us. You know, we have Nsw.t, we have the seal bearer, you have the soul companion, the lecture priest. And what is the Kem for? What does it stand for as a title? If it's a title, it must mean something.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean?
Okay, in this particular era of time, as I said earlier, Kim was used in reference to cattle coats, bull coats, and things like that. That's why I pulled up that Vernus Pascal book. That's too lengthy for you to read online. Mm-hmm. But in that, he shows that the single glyph as an abbreviated form stood for people of this particular location, people who were part of different cults that dealt with bulls and cattle at large. And so in this particular era of time,
it's a location, it's not a title, right?
No, I didn't say it's a location. I'm saying it's referring to
people come from that place.
No, I'm saying that this is what the author of the other book was saying in terms of Kim, the single glyph isolated all by itself. It could mean different things because it's in an abbreviated form designating things from bulls, cattle coats, bulls, people that are associated with those things.
Well, and so we've seen the determinative of the bull. Here we don't have the determinative of the bull. So you know,
I know, and he shows many instances where there's no determinative of the bull either. But like I said, I didn't go through the 355 pages of it.
I understand.
Okay, so
but
so we don't have to keep bringing that up.
Okay, but what do you say the title is there?
I'm saying it has something. It doesn't. I can tell you what it doesn't have. It doesn't have to do with its appearance. It has something to do with the designation of things dealing with cattle, bulls, or whatever the case is in this particular.
In other words, you don't know what the title is, right?
Just like you don't know if it's an adjective.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it says for Kem. We've seen many different translations of Kem, and it stands for black. But I'm
saying. So you say that, and I'm saying what I'm saying. So when I said what I'm saying, you said I don't know. So when you say what you're saying,
hold on. You said you will show us Kem meaning a title, being a title. And when I'm asking you what the title is, you don't know. You say it probably means something like that. So basically, you don't know. So if you don't know what the title is, how do you know it's a title?
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you don't know that it's an adjective, how you know it means black?
Well, as far as I'm
Black
concerned,
is
it's an
always an
adjective.
adjective. When is black not an adjective? You tell me that.
No, but how do you know this is the one for?
I asked a simple question,
black?
blood. When is black not an adjective? It means black, but when is it not an adjective?
Black can also be a noun.
When?
It can be nominalized. It can
when
be
you're talking about people, right?
It can be nominalized when it's designated something.
When? Tell me when. It's black a noun.
No.
In what verbal instance?
All right, slow down a bit, because this is not that type of party. So you said black is always an adjective.
Sorry, Imhotep.
Hold on, I just got you some backup, blood. Hold on. I just got, hold on.
To accept, press 1.
Can y'all hear the phone?
Press 2.
Nah.
Hold on. I gotta make it so everybody can hear. Peace, brother Asar. I just gotta make it so they can hear you. Zoom, let me know if y'all can hear Asar. Asar, are you there?
Peace. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh, they said they can't hear it. All right, let me fix that.
It's too low.
Oh, it's just too low. Okay, dang, that's not
so
fresh.
why you sort that out? Let me say what I'm saying is that
Asar just hit the link on his phone.
Asar, you can't hit the link on your phone and just not show your face or whatever.
Right.
It's not that. It's that I'm not in an area where there's Wi-Fi because I'm here in Detroit for the One Unity conference.
Without making any presumptions or assumptions, you diving into
some of the discussion
that this
and so I didn't want to use up
Hold
data.
on, Ujahu. Asar Ujahu didn't even know you was talking, so I had to ask him. So hold on real quick. Do me a favor, unshare your screen, Ujahu. I'm gonna try to fix the audio, change my driver so that everyone could hear Asar. Because what's happening is the people could hear Asar in YouTube land, but no one on the panel can hear you. So keep real quick, panel. I don't know what y'all can do, but Asar, break down where you was at real quick, just real quick, while I fix this audio, y'all. Asar, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hear.
I'm just saying that I'm coming from the One Unity conference and driving, and I'm not in an area with Wi-Fi.
I can hear you now.
They can hear you now.
Okay. Alrighty. Yes, peace. I was saying that I'm just coming from the One Unity conference in Detroit. And Detroit, Michigan, and so I was driving, and I just kind of pulled over somewhere, and there's no Wi-Fi here, and I didn't want it taking up all my data, so I was trying to see if there was like a call-in number. I thought y'all were like on Zoom or something like that, to be able to get into the show.
Yeah, you gotta give him the call-in number, because we are on Zoom. I don't know if he can hear me.
Yeah, I just heard Wudjau. Indeed. All right.
Hey, Smash, you just gave him a calling number though, bro. You know that, right? I know, but you sent him a call.
Yes, we can hear him.
We can hear him, but he was saying that because he was saying he wanted you to Zoom, he'd rather just call in. Yeah, it's clear. I didn't know he was on the call number. All right, go ahead. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't catch y'all from the beginning. I don't know the exact point in which I came in, but I think y'all kind of repeated that question over and over again in terms of what is the meaning of the word Kim in Pepe Neonk, if I'm correct.
Oh man, somebody talking about we can't hear in the crowd, man. Hold on, man. I said the crowd, in the chat.
Is there, cause, I mean, this is a 919 number. Usually with Zoom, it's like a 1-800 or something like that.
I'm game goofy. I don't know how to find it. How do I find that? All right, look, y'all. Let me listen to the YouTube myself. They could hear Asar. They said all they could hear was Asar, but the only one talking at that point was Asar. So hopefully, all they say we could hear is just an echo. So that's not gonna work, man.
Yeah, he echoed. He came in. Two Asars came in to the rescue.
Yeah, because Zoom.
I'm saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mess with Zoom, but I know Zoom has. Can you send me an invite via my email?
They didn't even depict themselves
as
having
I
black
can.
Skin. But okay, so what I'm saying,
to send me an invite via the email, and let's see if it
Zoom, you can't just give him the calling
the number, and I'll call back in if there is.
But he said it's a 919. You said it's 1-800 number. Why don't you?
All right, I'm trying to mute them. All right, Asar, you hear me still? Yeah, I'm about to try to send that because we had two conversations going at one, and it's probably not the best for viewers. So yeah, I'm gonna try to send that to which email? I think I got a very old email on you. All right, so send the invite link, just a regular link, the regular link, not no phone number.
Numbers I can call in. There's a link that calls in, but you should be able to send me an invite.
Oh, I feel you. So I gotta click this email button. Go to click Gmail. I see. All right.
Go to participants and then click invite, and then you'll get the whole link. Copy the whole invite.
Yeah, but he needed something with the phone number attached, which comes in a specific email that you send when you.
When you copy the whole, not just the link, you copy the whole invite. It'll include everything.
Okay, so y'all see my screen. So look.
Go to Zoom. Go to Zoom again.
Open back up the Zoom. Look.
I'm trying to see
you see when I went down here, I go to participants invite and click copy invite link right here, right?
You want to copy the whole? What's the other one?
Yeah, see, y'all, you can't hear what they saying, Asar, huh?
No,
what is the other one saying?
Damn, this is whack. Asar saying something different to you. He said not just the link. If I click the Gmail, it's going to send a particular type of email that possibly has a phone number as well.
All right.
Well, damn. Yeah, but in the meanwhile, I think the people can hear y'all while I work on getting Asar in here. And so...
All right. Well, listen, this question about the meaning of Kim in these individual names is something that is still being teased out.
I can hear you, but I still can't hear them if they're talking.
All right. I don't know if everybody can still hear me. Can y'all still hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Okay. So this question is the same. It's very similar to the place name of Kemet, where the assumption is made that the word Kim in the place name Kemet means black. Like everybody walks into the discussion with that assumption. And the same thing is going on here with these people with the word Kim attached to the end of their names. Okay, it's an assumption that it means black in terms of their appearance, just like black is the assumption for the place name Kemet. But when you actually tease it out and do the work and do all the comparisons and things like that, you walk away with a different conclusion. And that's what we showed in our booklet on the place name. And so like we did with that, the same is applied here. And so with these particular people, it's not good to have this presumption that it means black. You have to actually start a process of elimination. You have to rule out other possibilities. And that's why my line of questioning was what it was. So the first thing is, how do you know that this is functioning in this name as an adjective? And you know, so I was that was one question that I asked, and then because you don't know if it's in apposition, if it's used in an adjective sense or anything. There's not enough glyphs there and enough context for you to even know that. All right.
Yeah,
so
I get your point indeed. Now, so really in summary, you consider that it's a title.
There's certain
don't exactly
color
know
designations
what title it is. That's fine.
that are in
But my question
reference
here,
to other occupations.
in that same part, we see in the middle, but on the left and on the right, we have two different names, and we had the Kem as well. Would you say?
Wait. What are you? Where are you
So
looking at?
info.
Well, right now we don't have the
Asar
screen,
Wudjau.
but maybe I don't know if you can share it. Or if Jonathan will have to do it, but I don't know if
no of what, like what, if I have it I can share it. I don't know what you're referring
that
to.
book of Mer, the book that we've been
Yeah,
dealing with
info at
I can reshare
asar.com.
Yeah, if you can do that, because we had actually two names, one on the left, one on the right, and because we've been looking at the middle one. Yes, indeed. So you see on the left we have Happy Kem, and on the right I need to move that cursor. We have, well, it's the same names. It's Happy Kem as well. So in this instance, would you say that the Kem also stands for a title?
Yes, I would say that, but but like I said,
I ain't got no Wi-Fi, so I ain't gonna be on too long. But
I'm not arguing with you on as a title such as Hatia, Iry-Maat, et cetera. So I hope we get past that point, because they don't list them the same way.
All right, hold on one
but
second.
the Kem in this particular name is not referring to the appearance of the person.
Yeah, that's your stance. I get it.
Okay.
Your stance is that it's a title, something that has to do with the bull or a place where the bull was. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but I get your point. You know, I don't agree with it, but I understand your point.
No,
that's all I can ask. As long as you understand my stance, that's cool. That's good.
But really, with all fairness,
I'm trying to understand yours.
Oh well, I only see
my
that
point is,
one.
with
So
all
let me
fairness,
go back.
we cannot claim that something is a title if we don't know what the title is. You know, someone can be a banker, someone can be a secretary.
No, we surely can, because a lot of Egyptian names, people don't know what the meaning of it, but you know it's a name.
Let me go.
No, that's
to
different. No, the name is different. We're talking about title. If you say it's a title, you should know what the title is, right?
I mean, according to you, but I'm just saying that.
So according to you, even if you don't know what the title is, you can just affirm that it's a title.
You can know how a word functions without knowing the meaning. And a perfect example is names. Not all the meanings of names are known, but you know it's functioning as a name.
But we know all the meanings of functions. We know all the meanings of titles, don't we?
No, not all the titles, and that's what scholars are saying about this. And that's why, because French, I'm gonna say this, because French is your native tongue, I would definitely strongly recommend you get the book that I was sharing earlier. And if you need the title of it, I'll give it to you again. But that would be an excellent read for you. It's not a short read, but it's something that you should definitely have in your on your shelf and check it out. Because
but you know, if I was to say that what you're saying is your personal hypothesis, would you say that's correct or not?
As if I'm the only one? No. But
how many people have that hypothesis? Like maybe 3, 5?
No, it's quite a few people that are writing papers about this. And I can share that with you later on.
So you're saying that some people say that Kem is a title?
No, in this particular instance, yeah. And no, in other words, they're
okay,
not
is it yes or no, brother?
Okay, I'm saying, because when you say Kem is a title, I don't want to get confused about all the other uses. So in this instance,
indeed, yes.
Talking about these people here in this particular tomb, the verdict is definitely still out there. So the answer to your question is I'm not the only one, and I can share other.
How many would you say? How many would you say will tell us that in this instance, Kem stands for title. Would you say 3, 5 people?
If I had to give you a number now, I would say,
or how many can you name?
I would say less than 10 people who actually do a treatment on it.
I get it.
Yep. I would say less than 10 have done like
that's a huge number.
Not just, in passing.
I ain't never seen that
shit.
consensus.
It's not something that's been accepted by the majority of the specialists or PhDs.
It's being argued in writing. It's being argued.
So it's at the stage. It's at the stage of hypothesis. Should we say that? Or at the stage of claim, if you prefer claim rather than hypothesis.
Well, either one. I could work with either one. If you want to, we want to describe it as a hypothesis, that's fine.
So it has not been established.
But I want you to understand that it even meaning black is a hypothesis. Like no one's demonstrated that.
Well,
just because it's consensus.
That's subjective. You will say it has not been demonstrated, but we went through so many definitions, and there's so many dictionaries, so many scholars who will say the same thing. But on that we disagree. That's fine, But maybe you don't agree if I ask. Okay, it's not established, But when you say it's a hypothesis, I can rock with that. I can rock with that.
So yeah. And so I think we could probably go further. I think Asar was trying to give in. There he goes. I think we're going to get the brother in.
You want me to still share my?
You can unshare for a moment unless you got something you're trying to show, of course.
No. I was gonna
peruse, all right, I can minimize it over here. You're fine. Asar, are you there?
Peace. Yes, I'm here.
Great, good to have you. How much of the conversation you think you've heard us talk about tonight? I know you're full of this conversation forever, but just tonight.
I just came in when Wudjau was trying to explain something in terms of the titulary. And Brother Shaka didn't seem to get what the whole title is, the titulary or the titular. The whole thing is a title, and they were going back and forth on that. Then it kind of expanded from there, and then it just kind of went circular. But that's where I entered. So I don't know what was discussed before.
Yeah, great. Thanks for letting us know, and good to have you. So give us your standpoint on what you heard.
Let me ask you, Asar. First, let me. Do you know? Because I know you're driving, so I don't know if you have been able to see the screens and stuff. But do you know which particular?
No, I wasn't able to see the screens. So unfortunately, I was driving.
Okay, let me just give you a brief summary of what was shown, at least.
Sorry, Wudjau, maybe you can share the screen so I can see it.
Yeah, feel free whenever you need.
Wait, I'm saying. So, sorry, are you able to see the screens now?
When he's speaking, it's shared. Oh, but yeah, he's on the phone. Remember?
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
He's on the telephone.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, so I don't think he can see it. So
let me just. If I go to the YouTube to see it. It's not like on the PC where you could just press the mute button and continue watching. Like I have to turn the entire volume of the phone down, which means then I can't hear y'all. So I can't do both at the same time.
Okay, so no, because I know that you're already familiar with this. So I'm just going to describe what was shown. It's the tomb of Mier, the rock tomb of Mier, where you have this big tomb of several individuals in the 6th dynasty under Pepi I, Pepi II, etc., where they have Kim attached to their name. So you have Neunk Pepi Kim or Pepi Neunk Kim, and Sobek Hotep, Hepi Kim, and so on and so forth. And so we had this discussion in the past. So I'm just trying to clue you in on what was being discussed. So it was sharing images, recreations from the tomb where you can see the name, you can see the cartouche and things like that. So I just want to bring you up to where we
Did you show him the actual picture? Okay, again, I know you were asking this question and they seem to keep avoiding this question. you know, in what is the context essentially of what the Kim, if you're going with that, it means the black. What is the context? What is it describing? Is it describing his skin color? Is it describing, if it's not his skin color, then what? What is the black represent in the name if you are of the argument that this is his name designation?
Well, really, if I may answer,
I mean, it's a descriptor of him.
Yeah, really, if I may answer, we did not really dwell too much on the context of Km itself broadly. Well, at least me and Jonathan, but I will speak for myself. My stance is that it stands for black, being the color, just like most Egyptologists translate Kemet as the black land. So we have the root Kem, and Kem means black. So that will be the color. Now, if I understand Wudjau correctly, and he will correct me if I'm wrong, Wudjau is of the opinion that Kem, in this particular glyphs here, on the Mer sketch, it stands for a title. So I was asking Wudjau, okay, can you show us where it stands for a title? And ultimately, he showed us with, was it Merira, Nimerira Ankh? I forgot. And when I was asking, okay, what is that title? What does it mean? Then Wudjau is not really sure. And yeah, that's just a brief summary.
Okay, so let me just add to that real quick. Is that my stance has been consistently saying that the Kim for these individuals is not talking about their appearance.
Indeed,
it's not a descriptor of their appearance. It is part of their.
It can mean Kim black, but it would not go to describe his physical appearance. Which is clear because we have actual images of him and he's not black.
Yeah, but no, that's been addressed.
Because again, we've dealt with this before.
Yeah, but
it would.
Asar, not to cut you off. Earlier, when we discussed that part that you just brought up, it's been mentioned that in the source work they discussed that and mentioned that actually to widen the spectrum of what's considered black, not to limit it. So they're saying people of this who use this red paint, and we could pull it up in the book, were still describing themselves as black. So I just wanted to add that.
But then Desher would have to be black. You would have to define Desher and Desheret as black.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
That is the actual.
I didn't.
What I'm saying?
I messed up. I didn't mean red paint. I meant the actual dark brown that they use.
That's the color that he is depicted in. It is in the brownish reddish paint. It is not Kim black. So if you're trying, and I'm saying not you personally, but I'm just saying if we are going to expand the color spectrum of Kim to include that, then you would have to define Desher and Desheret as black, because that's the color that he's depicted in.
That's a good.
If I may interject, I don't necessarily agree with that statement, because the red ochre was used. The red ochre was abundant. We don't know if the black coloring was abundant, and we know that a lot of artifacts.
But his hair on the image is depicted as black.
Let him finish, Asar, because we're gonna keep it cool. Let him finish, Asar.
There's many artifacts, and I've documented that for years, who originally had some dark brown coloring, but over time it has faded. So we don't know if that particular painting or depiction has faded. And regardless, the person doesn't have to be jet black. You know, there's different shades or skin tones of black.
Whether Wudjau, have you shown them the picture? Because his hair is pitch black.
Yeah, I didn't show that yet. I can. I can pull all that up. The only reason why I haven't yet is because I was trying to slow it and get to that, because it seems to be passed over, because when I mentioned it earlier, it was because the book talked about it, then we kind of glossed over it. But
we also have to be careful of not committing a logical fallacy of appeal by authority. We always when we have these type of situations, you have to always go with the primaries and deal with that. And just because, well, is because they designated Nehesi as Negroes in the dictionary too, but that doesn't mean that's what the word Nehesi means. So by appealing to authority, it doesn't help us in our case. We always got to have to be able to examine the primaries. And so in this case, with when you actually see the depictions of him, you see his hair is pitch black as Kim, but not his body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like me, basically, right?
Black doesn't mean jet black. You have different shades.
Exactly.
And I think we're going to a different conversation here.
It would be defined as Desher.
That's
his
I disagree with that.
That's what you're saying.
You making that up. You won't show no source on that. What I mean is show a person drawn with that hue describing themselves as Desher. We have one drawn with that hue.
No, there's no, listen. It's not an issue of them calling themselves. I'm just saying for logic's sake, if you are going to expand and include now the reddish brown color that they depict themselves in the range of Kim, then by definition, because that's the same color that they use to color the sun, that they color other cows, and it's called Desher and Desherette. And so you would have to, I'm not saying that that's my argument. I'm saying by logic, you would have to redefine Desher as black.
So
because that's the range, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we got to be careful of the arguments that we're making. Because we would have to adjust and change other things for which we're allegedly more solid on.
Well, Asar, and peace to you. Now, I agree. You don't feel that it stands for Chem meaning black, that it doesn't stand for the color. I understand that. Now,
no, I can vouch that it probably means black, but this is what Wudjau was saying. He's already agreed to that. What he's saying is that it's not describing his physical phenotype. And there are other, I released my book on this in late August, and I'm going to show a bunch of names with people who have color designations in their name other than Kim, and how they all are associated with occupations. For example, you have a woman with the name of Hedget in her name, the white, and it has to deal with millet and being a miller, someone who deals with grain. And so these color designations, it could mean Kim black, but that doesn't mean it's describing his phenotype. It could be associated with someone who was over cattle, for example.
Those are great arguments. John who put those forward. Let me just say one thing
it's not necessarily white.
About what we proposed about the Hedjet or the woman. What is her name exactly? Do you remember?
I don't have my notes. Again, I don't have my computer on me because, again, I live in Philly. So, okay. But I'm in Detroit for this conference. So I'm in the car and I don't have none of that. I can't share my screen. I can't do any of that.
What I'll propose,
with the details.
What I'll propose is when you get to that source, we'll possibly see that the color is not in the adjectival position, meaning it's not at the end. It ain't Mary Ra Hedget. It's going to be something.
The adjectives could come before the noun.
I know that's also something that Wudjau's found, but we have to demonstrate the instances when that's done with names, particularly.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? I can. Oh, I didn't unmute yourself, Wudjau. I was trying to mute myself, and I unmuted you on the screen. Wudjau, yeah, sorry, I was trying to mute myself. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
We can hear you, Wudjau.
Okay, yeah. So this is the actual photograph of one of the scenes that we were showing in the book, in the black and white book.
Mm-hmm.
And so so now that we're on this point, these people are depicted. Their hair is using the pigment, the normal pigment that used throughout the 3,000 plus years in Kemet for black. So their hair is actually painted black. Their skin color is the same color that they use for 99% of all ancient Egyptian adult males, which is not black.
This is dark brown, right?
It's You see it on the screen, right?
It's the brown color you depict
brown.
us, a person who brown. That's not red.
It's not red, indeed.
Okay,
it's a brownish red, and it's the same one. Pull up any image of the sun, and you'll see that the sun is the same color.
Well, here's something. We don't got the sun called red. Why don't you pull up the red crown of Lower Egypt, and you'll see it's not this color.
You said the red crown of Lower Egypt?
Mm-hmm. Upper, lower. Yeah.
No. I'm saying. Let me ask you this question.
Lower Egypt.
No. Here's the thing.
It's not this color. That's red. No. It's called just charette. This brown. Ain't nobody gonna draw no people red.
Okay, what's the word for brown?
It's a reddish. You keep hearing us say reddish brown.
I know because there's not a color. Because there's not a word for brown in Nsw.t, and I hear Jahu asking me
that. They don't have. Remember that color designations in different languages, it may not fall like a 1-to-1 correspondence in another language. So it can include a spectrum, and so what you're calling Deseret may include, some hints on what would we call orange, red, reddish brown in that spectrum, where black in many languages, especially African languages, also some languages include what we would call green and what others would call blue. And so we got to be, we can't use the English designations all the time as a 1-to-1 correspondence. We have to be careful there.
Yeah, but the green and blue, that's for Arabic. We're dealing with the Nsw.t. Can we at least agree on brown? Is that okay for everyone? If we agree on brown,
what's the Egyptian word for brown?
I don't know.
What's the Egyptian word for brown?
No, us.
So I'll tell you what it is. It's Kim.
No, it's Deseret.
Well, see, now I'm gonna argue it's Kim. Y'all gonna argue it's Deseret, but that's just
But I could demonstrate. I could demonstrate. So let me do this. Real quick.
All right. Okay. Well, maybe you can make it more simple. So basically, if Wudjau and Asar disagree with brown, so I guess your stance is that it's red. Is that correct?
No, I say reddish brown.
Okay, fine.
That's what I don't know why y'all keep going to brown like we saying brown in the singular color. We repeat it from the jump. Reddish brown.
We got you. I feel you though.
Brown.
Yeah. Because we know we all here know we can't find that word brown, so to speak, in the Nsw.t. I have
it doesn't exist in no dictionary.
And so the second part in that chess move, like in that algorithm, is which one of these colors did they use to define the hue in that magnitude? You guys are just saying it's just charette, and I don't necessarily contend against that. But when we came here, we didn't say reddish brown. Before we came to the source, we said red. That they painted themselves red, and so now we get here and we see.
No, you didn't listen. We said from the get-go, our exact words were reddish brown.
I'm gonna rewind it on my phone.
On my phone. You can rewind it, and you're going to be like, "Oh, my bad."
Okay, well, you might have. I mean, we
have this discussion all the time.
I hear you,
and
bro.
We consciously always say a reddish dark brown or a reddish tint or hue. It's in the color, it's in the range of red and reddish brown. We talk about this all the time.
You definitely got around to saying that. I'm not taking that from you, but in my memory, as I recall, you first said they painted them red.
Now, Asar Wudjau, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but if I understand you correctly, earlier you said that you don't totally rule out that the Kem might stand for black. Is that correct?
I was repeating Wudjau.
Okay, so now if I ask you on the artifact that we have seen, do you rule out that it doesn't mean Kem, or like we translate in English, the black, regardless of what it might mean? Are you of the opinion that it stands for a title?
Yes.
All right.
So unless you have some kind of historical precedent in which this would designate him as the black, and in contrast to who else, who are the other folks who are not the black? Why is this person so special that he has to be labeled the black, but not everybody else is the black.
See, that's y'all looking at it wrong,
this is the
not
context
us.
and the question that you should be asking. Why is he randomly the black?
That's
and
you looking at it
everyone else
wrong.
is not the black.
That's you looking
I'm not
at it
looking
wrong,
at it
not
wrong.
us. So when a person,
that's your personal stance here.
Yeah, that's your stance.
It's not
Go
a
ahead.
stance,
Let me say
it's a
something.
question.
Look,
Well,
look at
what's the
this.
difference
How
between
about
a
in the
stance
case
and a
of something
question?
we agree on?
But the thing is that if I understand you correctly, you're ruling out that it stands for the black.
I didn't rule out anything. I asked the question.
Okay. Well, my question is this. According to you, does the Kem stand for the black, as we say in English when we translate it, or does it stand for a title?
That's not even a logical question.
Yeah, no, but come on, don't start with that. Let's keep it.
That's the argument tonight.
No, listen to what he asked. Because you're trying to make this a or thing. Does it mean, because it could simultaneously mean black and still be a title. They're not opposing.
But it ain't a title though. Y'all made that up. It ain't a title. But it ain't a title. Y'all made that up. Ujahu ain't pulled out no source, and you ain't got one either. Period.
And you ain't pull a source, that say that it's an
exactly.
adjective that's
it is an adjective. I did pull a source on that, and I'm gonna pull it again. I pulled a source on that. It was J.P. Allen. Stop lying.
Hold on.
I pulled a source on that. It was J.P. Allen.
An example with any of the color determinatives in his name.
Y'all wrong.
To designate.
I pulled a source, Asar.
Listen to what I said. With any of the color color determinatives that ends the argument. There are no color determinatives.
It's not no color determinative when they talking about the black land. So you made that. If Kemet mean the black land as the fertile soil, show me the color determinative in that.
Kemet, the black land, is something totally different than this guy Kim's name.
But no, Kim is the root of both of them, and you ask for a determinative.
An example of Pepe Ni Kim with any kind of color determinative in his name that you can eliminate all the other homographs.
No, that's not how research works.
Kim designates.
You have to go look at other instances where we definitely know they're talking about a color black, and we don't have a color determinative there either. Like when they're talking about black or.
Determinatives.
Not when they're talking about black or.
That are using the word Kim for black.
Not when they're talking about black or. You made that up, and you was. What's the color determinative?
First of all, for black,
what? I asked a simple question.
Listen,
what is the color determinative?
You can't interrupt me while I'm answering the question and then say I'm not answering the question.
Come on.
So
what's
here
the color determinative?
You have two color determinatives in this instance. For Kim Black, it is the hair, the D3 determinative, the falling out hair with the curl at the end.
But keep going.
Hold on. So now, and then you also have the pellet glyph. And the pellet glyph is the general term that is used for many of the other color designations as well. It's the general color determinative glyph. You will never find any of the names with any of those determinatives that definitive that is dealing with a color.
Nah, you are
guessing. You are making.
You know what else you will never do? You will never find nothing called black. A lot of things called black, like Kemet, the black land. It never has that determinative. So that contradicts everything you said. And I'm glad that you admit it. I need you to stop right there, so we can pause it, so we can have a stop right there because you're incorrect about what the determinative means.
You would never ever find a Kemet designation in any papyrus or any artifact with the color determinative, but you will find Kemet with all other types of determinatives.
But let me ask you, because it's not about no color. We know what Kim means. So what does Kim mean? What does Kim mean?
There is no. Wudjau already answered that for you. The I6 glyph just represents the KM consonants and sequence. There are many different Kims in the language.
It means it represents the color black without a color determinative under it. Everybody know that.
The question that he asked you, which you skated around, is how did you come to eliminate all the other homographs and decide on Kim, the consonant sequence KM, to mean black in the name.
I answered that question hella times, and I posed the question to you about your name with a cup. You're not you probably didn't listen to that part of the show, but that's not a brand new question. It was one of the first things Ujahu asked. So if you didn't hear that part, then I'm sorry.
For
but
him,
that
he asked you when I got
said
on
because
the phone,
it was in the adjective position.
Listen. When I picked up the when I started hearing y'all, he asked you and you skated around it. So if
I haven't skated around anything actually, and it's very clear. Every scholar says, so this is what I did. So stop and listen now. So stop and listen now.
That's a logic. That's an
appeal
to authority.
Listen now. They can't hear you no more, nigga. Shut up. Now,
sorry, he ran to my question.
Who the fuck you screaming over? Calm down.
He labeled it stupid or something like that just because it was not convenient. But
all right, so now we're gonna turn pseudo. So let me turn it up a little bit. So
Jonathan, no, we not. Ain't nobody turning pseudo nothing. Don't even go there with that. We dealing with motherfuckers. Ain't nobody screamed over each other all night, right?
I know, but you gotta understand.
Right? When did that start happening?
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck. You know.
So I just calmed it down, put him on timeout. It's not a big deal.
Right. Okay, so let me get let me grab the mic for a second. So the before I even came on the show, period, before you even opened up the panel, I said in the chat, I think it was you, Shaka, that asked me, because I didn't know that you were Matt Forever in the chat either, but somebody asked me the question in the chat, and I said that the black, as translated, as James P. Allen translated and others translated, is acceptable. I said it's acceptable.
Indeed.
Now, what I also said is that if we translate it as the black, it is not referring to the person's appearance.
That's
in no way, shape, or form. So I made that clear from the jump street. So if you want to translate it as the black, that's perfectly fine and acceptable to me. I don't have a problem with that. And I said that later when I said that I think the real issue is on the meaning and not whether what it's translated to. Because we could translate Kim as black all day long if you want to do that. But is it referring to the person's appearance? The answer is no. I say the answer is no. You all are appearing to say it does. So what I'm saying is that when you pull up James P. Allen, you're saying you pull up sources, dictionaries. If you pull up a dictionary, I'm asking, when I asked you the question earlier, is did you eliminate all the other possibilities?
Mm-hmm.
You responded, but I didn't really hear answers. Like, that's not good enough.
And James P. Allen ain't a dictionary. You know that. That's a book of grammar.
I know.
You feel me?
I know that James P. Allen has a grammar book, but I'm saying you pulled up his book and you pulled up the dictionary as well. So I'm saying you did both.
Thesaurus Linguistic Egypti.
And your own source as well.
Wait, which is a dictionary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait. Thesaurus Linguistic Egypti is a text corpus.
Yeah, but when you click on words, it's going to go straight to the dictionary. So I'm very familiar with the TLA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but my point is that you didn't really answer my question of, you're saying it's an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying it's a descriptor of the person.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked you, how do you know that? And there's not enough information.
Answer to that. All right, if I ain't told you the answer, let me tell you right now, okay? Okay?
Right, sure.
Is that fair?
Yep, go ahead.
Great.
Yep.
First, primarily, it is because the scholars who've done the work, grammarians, conclude that Kim is in the adjectival position on that name.
Okay, show me that.
I just showed you that, J.P. Allen, but since you want to do circles to act like you up ahead, I'm going to show you again so the people can see.
Hold on. Listen.
You just said, hold up, show me that. Now you're going to stop me from showing you that?
No, because you instead of just showing me, you're showing me while complaining. So I have James P. Allen, so I could do it myself. I don't want to disrupt you.
You said show me that.
Yeah, or you could just tell me.
But you know it's there. You got J.P. Allen. You know it's there. For sort of sense of delay in the argument, you want me to show you it again.
No. Okay, I tell you what. I'll do one better. I'll share the screen, right? And this is what you showed when he's talking about the aesthetics of the glyphs, how tall, narrow glyphs and stuff, where he mentions Nsw.t, the black, right? Everybody can see that on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing my screen. Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so show me here where James P. Allen said that it's in the adjectival.
No, when you read, you got to go to his section on adjectives. And so this is the reason why he showed. Let me show you. Let me answer. Can I answer? The reason why he's translating it, hinting it the black, is because it is an adjective. What are you trying to do? What does hinting it the black mean to you?
Okay, so what? But let's go back to my question because I have it here.
Wow, I just answered that question.
No, you didn't. So you think you did, but you didn't. I'm saying you didn't. I'm
sorry,
saying
brothers.
you didn't. So let me explain.
I'm sorry, brothers. My apologies. As you know, I'm in France. It is 6:50 a.m. It's going to be 7 a.m. And I want to thank you for letting me speak on the panel. That was the first time I spoke to Wudjau. It wasn't the first time I spoke to Asar Wudjau. The funny thing is that the last time I spoke to him, that was like 11 years ago. And when I asked him the proof for Hebrews and Kemet, he told me that my question doesn't make any sense. And 11 years later,
sorry, you could have been unmuted yourself. I asked you to unmute, but I hope you ain't mad at me.
And when I just asked him a question, if he stands for the black or if he stands for
unmute
title,
yourself,
he labeled the question as silly or stupid or something like that, and that's fine. I see that he hasn't changed, but I want to thank you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much for having me, and maybe we can dialogue.
Well, thanks for coming in, and I appreciate it. This was one of the best conversations I had on my show, and I'm glad you were able to contribute, especially you two, Wudjau. This has been a long ass stream. Can you want to do it? You going live or not, Wudjau? Because I'll be here to follow up. I'm definitely gonna watch what you got to say, but I don't want to keep on my channel.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if you're going to end it.
But I'm going to recommend anybody watching this channel in this chat, everybody go to the Seshu channel, the SESHEW. Look, y'all, we do this, and this is how we do this, but it ain't no hard feelings. So sorry, I hope you ain't came back off mute, so I hope you ain't in your feelings. If you are, I apologize. Just so you can get on your stuff and get in here and do what you got to do. Because everything y'all was talking about, there you go. I think my apology worked. Thank you.
Y'all should know by now that I ain't afraid of none of y'all. And I've already written a book on this. All this, it's good conversation on the phone, but when you have to write out and go through all the primaries, I have lots of names. And this is just an old topic. And with Brother Shaka, it's amazing that he looks at it this way, because 11 years he was making illogical questions, and 11 years later he's still making illogical questions.
Brother, you're too condescending. That's your problem. You said they were Hebrews and
I'm
Kemet.
not condescending. You're the one who brought up.
Brother. Didn't you say they were Hebrews and Kemet? No, let's keep it real.
I'm sorry. I do. I'm a computer scientist. I deal with logic all the time.
Okay.
And
didn't
I
you
can
say they were
point
Hebrews and
out
Kemet,
when
brother?
you don't make logical sense.
One at a time, though, so that it can work. It'll be a wonderful discourse. One at a time. Let us all finish, my Let us all finish, my
He comes up with these. He tries to make stuff that is not opposing to be opposing, and he thinks that he's making sense and that he's making a strong argument. And then when you point out that it is illogical, he starts crying and gets in his feelings. You haven't changed one iota.
Thank you.
And I'm
fine
done with that.
Because I know you're long-winded.
Let my go. Go ahead, my.
Didn't you say that there were Hebrews and Kemet?
Yes, there were Hebrews and Kemet.
Hold on. And when I asked you if they were black, what did you reply?
Why would I ask if they were black? I don't know if they were black or not.
Yes, the video is there. You said they were black. And not long ago, a few months ago, you came to your senses and you showed depictions of Hapiru, because you said that the Hebrews were Hapiru, that linguistic acrobatics, that linguistic gymnastics. So the Canaanites, the Hyksos, the Amu, the Asiatics, you showed them and you said, this is what you call white folks. I have you on record, So, and
yeah,
you also
but
said,
you don't have.
Let him finish.
No, you're not going to twist my words.
Okay, no,
you're not going to twist my words.
You're going to go back.
Look, you can hear stuff, but I can't make you comprehend. I've already said that these people are a hybrid people, that you had Africans who settled in that area. Listen, I know you can.
I have given this lecture, I don't know how many times over how many years. I know what I said.
That's
and
fine.
So, and I said, if you consider, if you do the one drop rule, they would be black. What you're not going to do is try to change my words because you can't understand. You see how when you can't handle one area, you try to change the subject into something else.
Mute out when you finish, Asar. Just mute when you finish, Asar. We gonna wait for him to finish.
Now,
mute when you finish, Asar, please.
Asar-Imhotep said that Allah is in the Egyptian text. Didn't you say that, Asar-Imhotep?
I said the cognate for Allah, and that Allah is a borrowing from Egyptian.
I have on tape saying Allah is in
I have
Egyptian
a whole
text.
chapter on it. You can read it in the book. Cite my source. Cite my book.
You're lying. That's a shame.
How am I lying? The book came out in 2020.
Listen. I'm not talking about the book.
And my video is based on the book.
I'm not talking about, no, we were talking, brother. You said Allah is an Egyptian text. That's what you said. I have you on tape.
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you.
Just like L. Like you don't understand language and linguistics.
Just like L, but didn't you go back and forth with Wesley Mohammed talking about Ra is not Allah or something like that? So you've changed your stance
Ra
again.
is not Allah, but Allah is found in Egyptian text.
Okay,
this is what I mean. You don't read. You haven't read anything.
Yeah. You're the greatest scholar.
I know you don't read because you don't know the argument.
Asar-Imhotep, I've watched you up 11 years ago. Are you?
No, but you haven't read a damn thing. That's the problem. Read.
I read
the text. I write the full arguments so that nobody can misconstrue. Cite my text.
Do you have a?
Do you want the page numbers and the stuff that I argue? Read the text, then come back and try to make an argument, and don't try to halfway listen.
Start your line so we can start going over there,
Do you have a degree in linguistics?
If you can, we can migrate.
I have a degree in computer science, and we deal with linguistics.
Do you have a degree in linguistics?
What did I just say?
So you don't have a degree in linguistics. You don't have a degree in linguistics. So for years,
Christopher Aaron don't have a degree in linguistics too.
Christopher Aaron don't have one. Joseph Greenberg.
Other people. I'm not talking about
Greenberg.
Theophilo Binga doesn't have a degree in linguistics.
Asar is a grown man. He can defend himself. So for years,
and Theophilo Binga doesn't have a degree in linguistics.
You'll be fraudulently claiming.
Hold on. Do you accept Obinga?
You gotta let him finish, though, Asar. I ain't trying to be muting you. Just
do you accept Obinga's linguistic argument?
Asar was drinking tonight, blood. You normally be having your decor, blood. Why you gonna let him say what he gotta say?
Do you accept Theophilo Binga's linguistic argument?
Asar been drinking. Shout out to my brother.
Listen, I can't. All of y'all are talking. I didn't hear his answer. Do you accept Theophilo Binga's linguistic argument?
Blood, you got. Sorry, you can't hear him because you keep talking. He trying to talk and you talking right over him, blood.
No, I'm asking him the question. Y'all were talking, and he did.
I was trying to bring some type of order because you extra hype tonight. What's up tonight? We caught you on a bad night. Like you normally be hard. This is a song. Now you just extra hot. Let him say a word at least, brother. I don't want to mute you. Like just let him speak. You ain't letting him speak.
I just asked a simple question. Do you accept Theophilo Binga's linguistic argument?
You are not a linguist. You've been lying. You're a fraud. Thank you. Goodbye.
I asked you a question. Do you accept